Hey, DOT community, this is Alon coming at you with a Crystalis event. What? Cryomancer. So it's the Chilling Vortex with Crystalis. Not Crystalis, but Crystalis. That's how I've been pronouncing her name. Maybe pronounced differently. I don't know. But anyway, so checking out, unfortunately, here I'll give a quick rundown. I did not get her on my test account until this morning, so wasn't able to do anything, but thank goodness Godan did a test account video live stream last night, which was really awesome. I joined in on that. It was a lot of fun to see how she would do. Now, there is something that came up today, and I will show it here fairly shortly here on the stream. Yuki posted a video yesterday for a Crystalis versus a Necromancer P10 versus P10 battle, and it was pretty awesome. The only thing is, Yuki also posted a video today saying that there's some bugs with Crystalis. So we're going to watch that in a little bit, because there's only I forget how many views are already on it, but I hope the DOT developers see this and maybe make sure that everything is working properly before they head home for the weekend, or just not work over the weekend if they're still working from home. I have no idea what the situation is. So hopefully they will see either Yuki's video or this beginning of this live stream, so they know that, hey, maybe they should make sure this is fixed before the end of the event, because plenty of players are going to be wanting to play with their Crystalis, and and over the weekend, and especially max her out as quickly as possible, because she is a really good attacker. So here we are, rank 73, currently, but I know we're probably going to be dropping a bit lower. I got 0 souls. I did pick up the gem pack, because I know it may be a while until we see, at least in either 3 or 4 weeks until we see the next one of these Mancers, whether it's the what other element we may see next. But when it comes down to making sure that I have enough gems to do it, I had to make sure that I picked it up right now. Now, I also picked up a few of the starter packs. I don't have any saved up relics because I went hard for the Runa event. So I did 3 of the $14 starter packs, $45. So I do think she's going to be worth it, in my opinion. So notice I have 477 portal stones. Some of that was from the starter packs, but I also had to pick. I just always have rotating portal stones from previous events constantly. Just a little bit here and there. That's 200 from last event, as well as all these from Assault. Because I had plenty of portal stones to do the little bit of Assault that I did. So, anyway. I do have Artemis, Edlara, let's see who else here on Discord. Nightmare and Ryger, all here on Discord. Pretty awesome. Thank you for joining.
How's it going?
Let's see who's... Turn the volume up. All right. Also, I know you can probably hear I'm doing laundry in the background, because that's just the way we roll here on Thursday.
My pleasure.
Thursday night. All right. So Christian Woods, Austin Bird, Chance, Darren Watts, Blue, Extinction, King Leo, Shy, House, Jacob, BMT, Yuki. What's going on? Yuki, I was just mentioning your video. We're going to watch it here very shortly. Just going to allow a few more people to join in. But I will be showing it here in the very beginning portion of this live stream. Now, I'm not going to be going super long. Probably max out at 2 hours, if that, just because still got to go to work tomorrow. But I will probably live stream tomorrow night as well. I don't know. I like this weekend's event. It's going to be pretty sweet. So let's just go through it. As well as we are going to show off, real quick here too in the beginning, we are going to show off the new 5-star relic leaks for the new arthropod 5-star relics. We're going to look at those as well. If some people want to get on and talk about that as well as we go through them, that'd be great. I do have some people here on Discord as well as 31 in the chat, which is awesome. So we could have a more in-depth conversation about possible Titans that these relics may even be useful for right now. You don't know. So when we get into it. All right, so we know the skills. More importantly, there's the relics. Not all of these are really going to be finding their way into the top builds. Whoops. Do I not have... Oh, I don't. Whoop. There we go. Anyway, so, yeah. When it comes down to these relics, I think the Cryomancer's Energy, maybe find their... no, maybe not.
I said maybe.
I was just going to say, it just depends on how many ice relics you have. If you're a bit of more of a newer player, these relics may find their way onto your builds because you may not have a plethora of other ice relics. But with all the different ice events that have dropped over the years, especially the Christmas events and stuff like that, you will probably have a good selection of and also to all the who am I thinking of? Mahaha. A lot of good ice relics came out in that event as well. Anyway, so besides that, it's awesome to see the 1.4 boost is, again, for Titans. This is another thing. They mentioned they were going to have more Titans that are going to give max boost all the time. So at least 4, I would assume, minimum, if not more. So we have Runa, Vixia, Totek, and Crystalis. Totek and Vixia, Vixia's in the event to get along the way, which is nice for players that if you're just raiding with a 4-star Ice Titan or a 3-star Ice Titan through this event, when you pick up Vixia, she's an awesome Titan to play with, okay? Now, is she going to be your top attacker? Maybe for a lower castle if she's one of your first rangers. Yeah, why not, But as soon as you get up into the higher castle levels, 18 and above, Vixia is just for fun. She's got cool ice archers, and she definitely, for defense, she can be somebody you might have on a VP land. I'm not going to say she's not fun for that, too.
He can still be annoying.
Yeah, so when it comes down to that. So, Totek, of course, recently got his reskill and had his event. I definitely think players will be definitely raiding with Totek. The new Runa, of course, most definitely, she's hot off the press. And Crystalis, as soon as you get her in the event, you can automatically continue to level her up. So, pretty sweet. The Titan deal that they have right now is for, real quick, I just want to look at this. It's a little weird because the Titan deal that they have right now is for Arya and Delphura, and Arya and Delphura are not boost Titans. They're just they're 1.2. It's a 1.2. Usually the ones in the deals are usually
almost always
a 1.4 boost, the highest boost in the available game. So it's, this is a little weird when I saw that. Anyway, back to the.
I think they heard that I wanted Mahaha, so they.
Like no.
No. That Ed Laura guy, he's hot for those $100 deals. We gotta cool his jets.
He's not allowed to complete the collection.
Right.
That's all I need, and I completed it. I can get my Amber and move on. Because the Amber's nice. Trust me. Any of the Dragon Slayers. And or some of these other Titans that are also including Corrupted, if you think about it. But it can only be on the Dragon Slayers because it's specifically for that synergy. So, but we may see other relics that have that actually add an extra Corrupted unit as well in the future. We may see something like that, or a couple summons. I've always wondered when they were going to start doing that to some of the relics. All right, so moving on. We have another different type of a boost relic, the Chalice of Ice. So
every new Titan's gonna bring one along.
Yeah.
Get to the 5 stars, Alon.
Here comes House. Get to the 5 stars. All right, 39 watching. That's good. All right, well, we're gonna quick watch Yuki's video first. And then we'll get into 5-star discussion. All right.
Okay.
So. Z Runa got nerfed in a week. 64-bit Gizzo, are you talking about having a Titan that can take down Runa as quickly as the very next week? Because in that case, that could be. Phoranix says pass. It's expected. Phoranix. Well, maybe Phoranix Mini will hit this one up. You never know. Zalon, my Cryomancer doesn't deal damage to Maidens or Goliaths or Panthers. Okay. Interesting. So let's take a look at Yuki's video. Like I said. And
this Titan is not a pass, man.
well, yeah. Very true as well. Not a pass. Especially for collectors. Oop, that's a little bad.
No Titan is a pass.
Alright. The aura activates on dead troops. So you're going to see it here. Those troops are dead, and for some reason there was a freeze spell there. No Aurea trigger. Her range is greater than her Aurea radius. So, for instance, the simple fact that when you are able to throw farther than your actual aura, then it makes it kind of ridiculous. On summon, it adds 100% ice damage instead of 50%.
That part they fixed in the block.
Yeah. But those other points in the very beginning, I was just like, really? All right.
Yeah, no, the freezing dead troops is definitely a concern. As far as the aura effect, I mean, that just means you have to
move your Titan into move your Titan a little bit faster, or pay attention to your Titan, because your Titan's just not automatically going to get it.
That's not necessarily a bug. That's just you need to actually have control and not hit auto fight.
Yeah, I was wondering what that ice. I was like, what is she freezing?
Yeah, no, that's definitely a glitch. Freezing dead troops is definitely a glitch. The other shit's not about.
I've been using her to grind. I'm like, what's frozen? I don't see it. I'm like,
Phoranix says the mini already has Mahaha, so passing on both fronts. All right, so I just want to quick show that video out just to see if for some reason that any of those things haven't been addressed. I did see about the one though that was the 50 and the 100% earlier that was fixed on the blog. Because typos do happen, and unfortunately, we see them more often than not.
And they did change it in the blog.
More often than not, things like that happen in the blog. So,
yep,
it's the same with Necromancer.
Relic
Churro says it's the same with Necromancer, with the deal damage to Maidens, Goliaths, or Panthers, like you're talking about single units instead of having battalion units.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know Necromancer had a very similar issue.
Okay. Well, bringing that up now is also good because the beginning portion of the stream is when developers listen more intently, and then it gets handed over to somebody that probably just watches the rest because they're an intern. So, thank you for joining, Shy. All right, so with that said, let's go over and talk about these new 5-star relics and their relevance and how excited you're going to be and what you think. Because I got 11,300 DGs. Do you think they're going to be added in at 7K and the Amber Relics will get bumped? That's my first question. I think so.
Most likely.
House says yes as well. I think they're going to be added in at 7 and the Ambers are going to get bumped down. Now, will they get bumped down to 5,000? Do you think?
Doubtful.
No way.
So you think they're just going to bump them down? You think the Ambers will get bumped down to 6,000 then?
I think that's more likely.
The Ambers are garbage.
So you think the Ambers should go from 7 to what, House?
I give nobody's buying the Ambers. They're garbage. These new these
but what did people say about the golden? What did people say about the golden relics, House?
Well, I can
rewind. I can rewind real quick. We're gonna rewind and go back to when House said golden relics are garbage a lot. And so I'm just gonna tell you, and nobody's pulling them, Zalon. They're garbage. Yeah. So and they were 7K at one point.
Zalon, the new relics. Imagine the Hornet. That Hornet.
Okay, House. We'll get into it.
Oh man,
I know. House wants to jump right into one, but we'll look at it because that's not the first one anyway.
The new relics look like they're just completely better than the.
Just the
Okay.
Hornet picture
We'll see,
looks
we'll
cool.
see.
I just like a tattoo on the back of my heart.
We'll see,
With the
we'll
Hornet,
see.
with
They
him
do
running.
look
We'll
nice.
see. We'll see. Listen how excited House gets. Jesus. All right. Well, we'll
And
see.
they look nice.
But
It's just-
when they add these relics, are they going to add new DG Titans at 15?
I don't think we're going to
Yeah.
see it yet.
Or you think they're going to hold off and wait for a while? Because it seems like they do come out with the DG Titans of the next meta when the current meta is going on. If you think about it, it's happened a bunch of times in the past. Anyway, so we'll see. Because why did they drop down a Growth Urn and Nephilanus to 12k? Why? They didn't have to.
Because they were bugged and they got tired of everyone complaining.
You think so?
Yeah, but those were garbage too.
Exactly.
And I
Those
will
are
also
really
say, we can also go back and hear House and plenty of others mention about how DG Titans were garbage in the past as well. And they were. Except for the only major set that has come out and ridden through DG Titan-wise is going to be the Life Spark and Necrosa. But anyway, all right, let's get into the 5 stars. Look into the actual stats.
But Life Spark is still relevant.
That's because he got reskilled.
Yeah, well, yeah, very true.
He's still pretty cool. Yeah.
All right.
But
So I
You
do
were
have a
still
small.
Life
I do have a little bit of an extra side fun fact. All right, fun fact. If some people aren't on my Discord, okay, we got a fun fact from Yuki. So apparently, if you also saw this when we showed it off during April Fools, this image was available. Okay, in for data mining. The name and skills were not. Okay. So Yuki just put Widow's Bite and then made up the skills. So the developers, of course, have named this Widow's Bite, and Yuki's under the impression that that is just borrowed from him. And I would have to agree because I don't see why they wouldn't. It might have been something a little different, but they just went with it because it had no name.
Yeah, it sounds good.
You know?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Pretty interesting. Anyway, so, Chance. House is the best? I don't know. It's debatable, Chance. It's debatable. There's certain nights that House shines more than others. It's okay, though. Everybody has their best times. All right. Titan and Troop, armor piercing, ×2 on attack. This is the Berserker Relic. Or Infiltrator, sorry. Infiltrator Relic.
Infiltrator.
So, Titan and Troop, I just saw it. I gotta move this little thing. Anyway. Titan and Troop, armor piercing ×2 on attack. That's pretty huge. 80%.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're looking at 160 with Titan and Troop. So, obviously, you're still going to be equipping this to an Infiltrator that probably has as much armor piercing as possible, just for the simple fact that that's why Zabava and Maha were usually very Zabava was so effective solo. Anyway, Titan damage and critical 80%. That critical at 80%. Now that's obviously just for Titan though. If it was Titan and Troops 80% critical,
oh my god,
that would have been insane. Okay, with it only being just Titan damage and critical, it makes this more of seemingly like a solo relic for soloing.
Right. Because the 80% damage is still sweet, but
it is
80% cool.
You know, but for Troops, yeah. I mean, we always that's why the Draco Venom at 40%.
Oh yeah, if that was 80% critical for Troops, that would be a 100% relic on any Infiltrator.
Apparently, House's workout channel.
Did you get the Titan on your test account already?
Oh yeah, I did get the Titan on my test account. A little late to the game though. There's plenty of either Godan live stream and or Aventador videos to watch. So
they pushed you back, Salon. You got put on the back channel.
Oh, it was bad. It's okay though. It's all right. It's happened before. I didn't do anything for Gaia, so it's all right. And I was happy to see a Godan stream.
I would message them and demand.
Oh, demand?
An apology.
Oh yeah, would you?
An apology.
Would
Demand
you?
an apology.
Oh, geez,
exactly.
House. I could do that too, but I just would rather just bother doing other things in the meantime, because that just sounds like a bit of a waste, because I'll probably not hear anything back.
Yeah, there's no.
All right, so
there's no.
There you go. So Yuki says, I might just be good at guessing, but I like the other story better. I do too, Yuki, because you're, I don't know. I just don't. I think they had something else in there, and they just switched it to Widow's Bite because they thought yours sounded so much better. But anyway, BMT says he's the best. Okay, yeah, you have some pretty good nights there too, BMT. Especially when you live stream. See, House doesn't live stream, so BMT gets extra points. I know you're working on it, House. We know. All right, so
Salon. Whoa, Salon. You don't even know.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay.
Don't. Not when House is in the house.
You're gonna be surprised.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll be surprised when it actually comes out.
So on Titan Critical, minus 3% enemy all elemental resist within Titan's aura, max 10. So it's already. So is that putting an aura on Titans whether they have one or not? That's my first question.
I don't believe so.
So it means it has to go on a Titan that has an aura already?
Which means that probably moving forward, I assume they're just going to have an aura on every Titan.
Okay, so just Titans that don't have auras just don't benefit? I don't know. That's a question on that last skill.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right.
I'm thinking that Titans, they'll probably just have like a aura type box, like how how they stand right there, but you just won't see it. It'll be there.
But can you imagine this on Zababa? You don't even need, now you have 80% critical right off the get go.
Yep.
Plus, you don't need that. All you have to do is health and whatever. She's going to be a killer.
Yeah.
Damn it.
See, Yuki just asked the same question I had. I'm sorry, Yuki. I didn't even read that yet. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I could see this being nuts on Zababa.
Yeah, this will be crazy on Zababa. Insane.
Yeah, I can see it on Zababa.
Aventador is going to have more videos, huh?
Yeah, right. As soon as these drop. Well, that's the thing, though. At 7K DGs, I mean, who knows which one you're really going to get.
I'm spinning it. 7K. You can 15 DGs.
I wouldn't go that high. I'll pull these at 7. That's for sure.
All right, so
this is
so we're gonna move on because right now, in all honesty, besides
Yep.
since Zabava, we really don't
House
have.
only has 3K DGs. What you talking about, man?
Well, yeah.
No, I have 8. Eight.
All right,
I
so
have 8
listen.
right now.
Since Zabava, I honestly haven't had any crazy want to level up any other infiltrators. In all honesty.
Right.
So we haven't seen what's gonna and with all these archmages being rangers, when are we really gonna see another super critical infiltrator? It may be a little bit.
Tengu's reskill.
Tengu's reskill. Yeah.
New Loki, maybe.
But
Possibly.
will that make you
Loki's,
want to get
signature.
Will that make you want to get Widow's Bite, or is Tengu's reskill gonna also be a little more troop oriented?
True, Tengu is pretty troop oriented.
That's what I'm saying. If Tengu is more troop oriented, Widow's Bite won't be the preferred infiltrator relic to use. So it's not gonna make you be like, okay, jump on.
How about Jinshu? I put this on my Jinshu, man.
Oh my god, this thing on Jinsu?
So, all right, let's move over. Hornet's Fury, super cool.
Oh, best relic.
Hornet's Fury. So we're looking at the Berserker relic.
Yeah, the
Berserker relics, which I never get. Just saying, I just don't ever get them. But anyway, Hornet's Fury, except for Shadow Dancer, and you know what? I could have done without that. That could use a retroactive reskill when they come out with the 25K Finish Plus events, because I do want them to come out second half of this year. Just do Norse and then do 25K for the old ones, because I'll take a third Stormbringer. That's all I'm going to say.
130 on attack. On Mahaha.
Mm-hmm.
This thing would be insane.
Now, with the Titan and Army Critical, that's where the skill's at right here.
Man, you could put major damage on those Imperials.
Now,
so this is base damage, right?
Yeah. 130 on Mahaha.
Titan troop damage, Titan Army Critical. That is insane.
Right.
Man.
So now with the same thing with
These
Runa.
are final numbers.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you guys think these are final numbers? You know, devs will probably change them.
We'll see. We'll see if percentages
are
change.
accurate, I would definitely pull them.
Oh, see, that's but you know they might be accurate. Then you got to think with the power creep we're seeing on both defensive and offensive, you might need these kind of stats just to use element.
Yeah, that's true.
If these are the numbers I'm definitely pulling. So.
Yo, Yuki says it's not base damage. There you go.
What? Oh, that's
yeah.
That kind of
You can-
hurts.
I'm gonna have to see it.
Yeah.
They're associating
If it's-
troop damage on here as if it was like those troop damage relics that do also give base damage.
I'm
Anyway.
still gonna have to see it because that's an insane relic.
So that last skill, every 20% Titan health loss, so just like on Runa, call a reinforcement of the same element. So there you go.
Do you think when you put...
What kind of reinforcement do you think it is? Just the base troop? Obviously not an Omega, not a corrupted.
Yeah, it's probably just a base troop, just like
same element.
How does that work for physical? You have 3 different troops to pick from.
Oh,
Good.
that is interesting.
Good point.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Do we even have a physical berserker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarkon! Sarkon!
Oh yeah. We're all gonna go back and use Sarkon now.
Well, Adam Osmond says throw it on Cormac, man.
Well, if he's a physical berserker.
Those guys are infiltrators. And you got Beowulf. You got Beowulf. I mean, he's
there you go, Beowulf. Right. I forgot Beowulf was a berserker.
Beowulf.
Mm.
Oh, it's talking about infiltrators.
If they add to Shadow Dancer additional 20 troop all elemental melee and range resist would fit in divine relics or 35 to 40% troop damage. There you go, Master B. I mean, that's honestly what needs to happen with Shadow Dancer. It just really needs to actually just be put in line with the rest of those first gen 5 stars, because the first gen 5 stars are still good and they need to be re-released so that other players get another opportunity to get them in events, because I want to see that, you know. Plus it gives the developers another opportunity to reskill some other Titan, because they're just going to do that in between all these main metas. So
I think they're done with Shadow Dancer.
just fix it one more time. One more time. For you, House. All right, so
do you think when you equip this Hornet's, when you equip this Hornet's Fury, Mahaha's got a tattoo of the Hornet on his arm?
I know that's what you would like, but no.
That would be cool.
It would be neat if any of these relics, when equipped, actually would have something that would be different about the Titan, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Beetle's Guard.
Just like we wanted Tarkus to get his second arm with his
Guard. Relic. Guardian Relic. Now, Guardian 5 stars are typically very nice, because we're Guardians just in general
Dragon
are
Slayer.
typically some pretty good defenders in the game. So, Titan and Troop Health ×2 on defense. So, what are we looking at? 130? Right there off the bat for health. Nice, first skill. And then 120 Titan and Troop Armor 2 times on defense. So, you're looking at 240 just for armor. Outright on top of whatever else you got going on.
Yeah, that's a nice chunk of armor.
Looks like we got a little bit of a, what is that, shield? What is that, shield? Shield Titan or Troop when a spell is cast upon them.
But shouldn't that have been a cockroach? Because they're hard to kill.
I don't know. Beetles look pretty, they got that nice hard shell. But
Beetles have hard shells.
Yeah.
So do you think that triggers when a friendly spell is cast on them too? Like if you cast rage on one of your units, will they get the shield spell?
Mm-hmm.
When a spell... I don't think so, but I mean, it's possible.
Lamar Martin, that sounds horrible. Grinded 19k currently in the event, and after I'm going to quit playing because developers and a player. That seems kind of... Why would you grind all that if you know you're going to quit like right away? That seems a little weird. But go ahead. Yeah, Shield. Yeah, Shield, Adam. I don't know. Anyway, that'll probably get fixed before it's released. Anyway.
No, it won't.
No, yeah, there you go, House. Anyway, so this Beetle's Guard, I mean,
Useful.
max 10 more shields. Basically, they'll all get used because spells are constantly cast.
That's a great relic.
Yeah, so 10 more shields, and then 240 armor and 130 on the health. I mean,
yeah, nice.
I definitely would feel comfortable throwing that on like any of my major defenses, like for castle defense. So, not a problem at all with Beetle's Guard.
130 health on Grosdam's Horde.
Right? Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, Dragonfly's Pursuit. So, here we go. Ranger Relic. Now, this is going to be in high demand because everybody needs as many 5-star Ranger Relics as possible. That's just the way the game is now. Because with every one of these Archmages coming out, you're going to say, okay, I got 1 Stormbringer or 2 Stormbringers and a Bow of the Gods, if you have them. Maybe you choose Yumiya, maybe. But for the most part, because at least Stormbringer and, eventually Bow of the Gods will be available again, they're going to, they're a bit more, out there when it comes down to availability. But Dragonfly's Pursuit, look at this, 75% Titan and troop damage times 2 on defense. Now, I think some of the other Ranger relics that we have aren't defensive oriented, so this is interesting. And then Titan and troop armor piercing, and only 60% though. And then on allied troop death, 20% chance to call the same troop max 5. If it was max 10, it would be a bit more OP, but now this is the same thing.
But at the same time,
this is the same thing.
If you can get a corrupted killed first, you get to respawn a corrupted with that, though.
True.
That's pretty crazy.
That's true, unless you're going up against Titans that spawn corrupteds later in play.
Well, yeah.
But
the possibility is there, though.
Yeah, most definitely. We'll see. You also look at the chance or the case of Growthorn, because Growthorn has that. What's it called? It's more like a reflective. Whatever you summon, he summons
same
back.
Thing with Nephilinus.
Yeah.
If you attack a Nephilinus, since she gets those Fire Guardian things right at the beginning.
It would be cool. I mean, obviously it's not that. But I mean, it would have been kind of cool if this was rather than allied troop, it was enemy troops. If you kill their troop and you get one of theirs.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool too. But it's a defensive relic.
Yeah, no, that's not.
If it was offensive, that would be awesome. Kill something, take control of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Master B, I agree on the Guardian relic. Put that Hornet on Tarhoons. Yeah, Dixie, you're right. Tarhoons would be super sick with the Hornet. I'm sorry to hear that, Lamar. Unfortunately, there's not. The people that don't update after a certain point are just going to still miss out on newer things, but up until where they're at, it's going to be, there's nothing you can do about making someone update the game, unfortunately. They're just going to miss out on a lot of new stuff. Your Extinction says his account is geared towards Ranger 5 stars. That's awesome. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Adam says that it should rename this game DOT tie. It's a vicious, life-sucking from which there is no escape. Well, sometimes. I love it, though. I mean, there's certain things I definitely bother me about the game, and there's definitely things that I really wish would change about the game, but there's certain aspects of the game that I still absolutely, truly love, and the best part, the community. That that keeps everything very positive, as much as there is negativity, because a lot of times the negativity is mostly constructive to try to get this game back on track if things go to the way off the rails. So it is a constant.
Seems to be on a good.
It's a constant give and take. So anyway, but back to the
path they're on looking pretty nice.
What's up?
The path they're currently on is looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we're still seeing when I constantly go back to saying, comparing previous years to where we are now, like, are things slowing down? Are they not doing as much as they used to do? Now, certain aspects players will always have argumentative points saying that this was done back then, and right now this isn't done.
Yeah, there's always going to be an argument.
Yeah,
it's never going to be
the
perfect.
main points of what they've released over the previous years. They've released new sets of 5-stars. They've released new meta sets of Titans. They've introduced new types of skills into the battles. We've seen the summons. We've seen the invokes. We've seen the called troops. We've seen the corrupted. We've seen the, there's just and now we're seeing, even more interesting skills that keep coming up that are more strategy oriented. And that's why I think a lot of players, especially a lot of the longtime players, really, truly are enjoying some of these new Titans coming out because it's more strategy oriented. You don't just hit auto raid and go. So we're going on to the next one. Scorpion Sting.
I'm buying them.
Scorpion Sting. You can't buy DGs. The only time you can buy DGs is put yourself on that top 50 board. Put yourself on the top 50 board in this next solo event. This next solo event coming up. Put yourself on the top 50 board. Do it, House.
This one's good too.
If you do it
looked great too. Yeah.
Are they changing the meta too fast? I don't think so, Kendall. It's not a complete meta wipe like we saw in previous, changes. But because between Dragon Slayers and now, we're still seeing Dragon Slayer Titans interweaved in with these new Titans. And that's
the Dragon Slayers
what
are
we want to
completely
see.
Outdated by these.
That's
new
what
Titans.
we want to see.
Yeah, but I like changing the meta too fast. So like, I like for me, I fuse everything. I start fusing everything. All the war gods are gone. They're worthless. So I fuse them into something new. Like if you don't have it, like it's what good does it do if it just sits on the land and gets raided so easily by something?
All views are not. These views are all from House, not reflected by the channel of Zalon.
I understand that, but it's like, what good does it? What good is that Artemis, level 60 Artemis, sitting there with Panthers that gets raided in 20 seconds? Get gone. You're gone. Fuse it in something new.
Yeah, well,
just so you guys know, House only has 16 Titans.
16 Titans. Someone who does not have a problem with his Titan Hall. Other players definitely have issues with their Titan Halls. 16?
That all I have? Not 12.
Well, no.
I only have 12.
I'm sure House has something like 50 or 60 Titans, 4-stars at least, because he's keeping prestige food. So you have to remember, it's still going to be a thing like that.
I think I have 40 level 60 Titans.
There you go. So anyway, on to Scorpion's thing. The champion 5-star.
Oh.
I'm loving all the what's it called? Like the images.
The art.
Yeah, the art. It's great. It is great. But here we go. Scorpion Sting, 80% all troop damage, 2 times on attack. So you're looking at 160 for just the troop damage right off the bat, and then 40% Titan and troop all elemental resist. That's nice. And then on allied death, minus 5% enemy Titan troop critical. So max 10. So you can pretty much take 50% critical off the board. No. What am I saying? Not 50%.
Yeah, 50%.
Oh, yeah, 50%. All right. For some reason, I was just thinking.
You had it right.
Okay, yeah. So you're taking 50% off the board. So you can essentially most people get a lot of times critical as long as they get it up to like 80, what is it, like 90-ish sometimes. You don't see everybody always go
high 80s, 90s.
You know what I mean? So some people don't even go all the way up to 100 with critical on some of their builds just because the rest of their relics just don't, they mesh better or put out more damage or give better defense and so they don't have critical at exactly 100. So you can easily get your enemy's critical down to like 30-40%. So
it's definitely going to make those 80% critical relics more needed.
Yeah, all these relics are really good.
Okay.
Because before you had like the crazy negative stats, there was no reason to have a relic that gave 80 100% critical.
Mm-hmm. Now, would people be interested in putting this on their Gaia? Maybe.
Yeah.
What other champions are people
too.
rolling with? I mean, right now, really.
Right now, I've got Earthshaker on her.
Right now, I'm rolling with Totek.
Okay.
Just because of the tournament.
Would you? I understand, but for if you were going to attack with a champion,
no, I would. Guy is by far the best.
Okay, I was just going to say if right now you pulled the Scorpion Sting out of all the 5 stars as your first pull, you would say this is going on Gaia. Okay.
Definitely Gaia.
Okay.
That's.
All right.
None of these relics are bad. That's the thing.
Next one,
no matter
and
which one you pull.
the very last one.
I agree.
Next one and last one.
It's the only cycle that has all good relics.
Mantis's Prayer. I think it's funny that it's prayer because if you ever seen a praying mantis before, a lot of times they look like they're praying. So
yeah.
But look at that armor.
Yes. So Titan and Troop health ×2 on defense. So we're looking at 130 health right off the bat. Thank you, Christian Woods. 140% all troop armor, 2 times on defense. So you're looking at 280 armor. We've seen pretty much this same setup before. This is the Paladin relic. We kind of saw something similar to this on the Guardian.
Sigurd's Graham.
Yeah.
Well, but wasn't
better.
Okay, so Sigurd's Graham was triple armor. I'm interested to know, like, this, 260 or 280. I'm like, I wonder what that does compared to the Sigurd's Graham.
Yeah.
Well, the Graham is what, 70% ×3, so this is still higher.
Yeah, it's 210.
Ooh, baby. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so every 10% Titan health lost minus 20% enemy armor. That could be pretty detrimental too as well. 200%.
Minus 200. Minus 200.
Yeah, 200%.
Yeah.
That's a nice chunk of armor.
Yeah.
All those relics are great.
So there you go.
When do these?
I like the Mantis. I like the Mantis one a lot.
I think these are going to be coming online. In all honesty, I think we're actually going to see them in the blog next week.
Oh, okay.
Hope so.
I think we will see them. I think we'll see them in the blog, and if they don't release them next week, they may release them the following.
I don't know if I want to pull one off the get-go or wait till 14K and pull 2.
Well, then you're going to pull the same one twice. House.
I don't get.
No, House.
Right.
You're going to pull the same one twice, House, and that's why you have a problem with that. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull one right off the get-go and then wait until your next one, and then you won't pull duplicates. I guarantee it.
Unless you get a Mantis. And then if you get a Mantis, get 2 of those.
2 man? You think 2 of them would be cool?
I would get a Mantis and I would get an Infiltrator. I like those.
Nice, Dead Nixon. Look at these people all hitting me with that Crystalis already. Chaka Zulu? Yeah, look at that.
What's going on, Chauncey?
Little house face.
Extinction says tomorrow they will be released. I don't know about that. Well, do you think we're going to get a Q&A tomorrow?
I wouldn't go that far.
You think we're going to get a Q&A tomorrow? Because if they do a Q&A tomorrow, they could easily throw them into a Q&A.
Two new Divine Titans plus all the relics. Man, Zalon would have to start
wait. So you think the 2 new ones might come? I think so. I kind of think so too, but that's just me.
That'd be a 6-hour. That might be a 6-hour stream.
Well, if they put all of them on my test account, they would be. Because then we could just go around and we could just equip all the new 5 stars onto different Titans and have some fun.
You could even get the new Titan on your account. Let's back up, right?
We'll see. It's gonna be an apology. You'll see.
Yeah. I hope the new relics. You know what? Unless they put it in the blog. Sorry, Zalon. We apologize for not giving it. Then I'm not going to believe it.
Yeah. Wait. You know what? No, it's going to be in the Q&A. Why didn't Zalon get the? Why didn't Zalon?
Yeah, and the developers. You know what the answer is going to be? he had a 16-bit. Like we were talking 32.
Yeah.
The guy had a 16. There's nothing we could do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
what it's gonna be is due to Zalon's lack of activity on Friday nights.
Sure.
For the last month.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the developers are like, who's this Princess D character? Sounds fake.
Who's the salon guy?
Who's the salon guy? Yeah.
Supposedly has a daughter. Yeah, that's fake.
Master B says, but Golden is Titan times 3, not Troop. That's something to definitely look into there. That definitely good point, Master B, on that whole Sigurd's Graham situation.
Look at all those. What are you doing, Salon? You got a bunch of tokens to go.
Yeah, 3 stars laying around, looking pretty.
I know.
I got crap to do. All right, I got crap to do.
Baller. Look at this.
I told you at the beginning of the stream I got 3 packs. I had to because I didn't have any extra tokens saved. I normally would though. I normally would for events like this.
I gotta tone it back on the donations. You got too much money, baby.
No, I don't.
I don't
Wait,
know
I'm not gonna say it like
Lon.
that either. I'm not asking for donations though.
No, I mean, my goodness. He's like, anybody have some spare change for relics? Oh.
No, that's okay. I don't mind.
No, I'm teasing. No.
All right, so let me see. Maybe just a small group.
Look at that 277 KVP wouldn't cut it with Godin.
Oh, I'm gonna get my 3 mil over this weekend. Don't you worry. Mantis, there's Mantis. Is there Kung Fu Panda as well? Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see Panda relics. You never know. Leave Vixie alone. Actually, you know what? I should just throw some more Imperials in there. I don't know why I went with so minimum. That's all right. Yeah, no problem, Adam. You started the event with 7 tokens and 1,450 portals. Yeah, Lamar, that's some good grinding portal stones right there. Getting as many portal stones as you can out of all sorts of different events like Assault, anything that goes on during the week. Using them in events like this, if you didn't need to use them in Assault, it's priceless. Save them all up. Invest it all in. Did I lose everybody on Discord? I think I did. Okay,
You scared him off.
No, I'm back.
We scared him off.
He should be frightened.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's scared off.
I am totally back.
He's like, okay, here's House Enchants, you stupid.
He's like, he had to have a cigarette break. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna step outside.
I'm step outside. I'm gonna have a menthol cool. I'm good.
Menthol cool. Get out of here. When dead troops are in her aura, you get Omega troops. Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier. Extinction.
Characters.
We were checking. What's it called? Out Yuki's video from earlier today.
Don't say we. You were throwing logs on the fire. I don't know what you were doing.
You just got that new Titan today, Zalon.
I know.
Yep. Godin, that's old news. Godin's like, I ran this around the block a few times.
Oh, we know. But the thing is, though, I thought things would be. I gotta throw some fireballs in my spells. What's it called? The thing is, of course, it always happens this way, and that is your first live stream with the new Titan. There's always something that either needs to be tweaked or fixed, and so it's not always. We've seen it plenty of times before.
I didn't see any problems with Godin's stream. Yeah, he was wiping out everything. Godin did an excellent job.
What I mean by
he did a perfect job. What do you mean?
He did
I'm not saying that at all. You first off not listening to the things I'm saying. Anyway. All I'm getting at is the simple fact that every time you do the first one, We all have both Godin and myself. Calm it down, House. Just let other people talk. I know you love to dominate the conversation. We all know this, House. I can't imagine what it's like when your wife and you talk at the same time. We actually have heard that. We actually have. It's just it's a very loud conversation, or it's also known as yelling. But anyway, so
yelling. Anyways,
I gotta grab
back to what you were saying.
Anyway, all I was getting at was the simple fact that I don't even remember anymore because that's what House and Chance do. Anyway, so I will get some fireballs and we'll go from there.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word. He's like, God, I need another spirit.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, all I need is more logs in the fire. House is
no. I don't even need any. It's warm enough in the house. I don't even have to actually even burn anything right now. So.
I say it's pretty warm still.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that Zalon can say the word house without getting angry. That's beautiful.
Oh, trust me, I have incredible patience, even with people like House.
Yeah, you do.
You have to understand. This is in general. This is all time. I have incredible patience with children. I have incredible patience with people on Discord. It's all around like that. Trust me, one of my coworkers, one of the grandsons of my job, okay, because my boss is 70 and his son who's like 45, 46. The next generation, the grandsons of my boss, the old man, they're like 20. Okay, so one of them is a super chatterbox and will not stop talking. Like literally, it is their job to fill the void with talking, like nonstop. So trust me, when you're in a vehicle for well over an hour, riding either to or from the job, yeah, I have incredible patience. Some of the other people in the vehicle are like, "Yo, shut up," you know what I mean? But I'll just roll with it most of the time. So yeah.
Yeah, usually.
And if you're somebody who's been on the stream many a times, yes. Do House and Chance get thrown out of the streams or muted? Yeah, of course.
All the time.
Because it is something that happens, because it's just, the way they are. But at the same time, too, everybody needs to give a little bit of space for everyone else to have an opportunity to talk. So, that's all.
Zalon, I can't wait
to cancel mute you for no reason.
Yeah, I'm going to throw you out in your butt, Zalon, one of these days.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll come in on your stream all wasted and just be like, and you'll be like, I want to talk, and I'll just be like, and then you'll freak out. You'll be like, yo, I just want to talk, and Zalon is just being absolutely obnoxious.
Zalon, you know what? House brings up an excellent point. Like, you're actually, as of right now, not allowed on the stream until you agree to curse on the stream, and then you will be allowed.
I've already cursed on my own stream. I've already cursed on other people's streams. You just haven't heard it.
Yeah.
Chance, that's not.
We're talking about
Chance, that's not it. He has to be 100% hammered. Otherwise, he's not allowed on.
Even better. No problem.
Wait, did you say on camera?
No, I didn't say on camera.
No.
Sean, we got big things coming, baby.
Yo, wait, real quick, House, are you going to be on camera?
No, we didn't say on camera.
But we have big things coming.
Okay, well, that's good. That's what I like to hear. And I don't care if I'm not allowed on or not. As long as you're doing something, that means it's very good for the community. I don't care.
Well, we're waiting. Prometeo is in charge of making our icon. And once our little icon thingy is made, you know how like Churro and Zalon have cool little icons, and Chef has cool little icon thumbnails when they do their opening thing. Yeah, so then once that's done, then we're fine.
Real quick, I do want to mention something. Thank you for bringing that up, Chance. I just want to let everybody know that I have talked to Chef. If anybody was concerned or wondering where he's been or what's going on, Chef is
he's fine.
Chef is alive and everything is okay, and we will hopefully hear from him soon. But when it comes down to where is he and where and we miss him very much, it is the he is of course taking care of things, and of course real life, as we all know, is always the most important. So
and tune into the last 2 or 3 last churro live streams.
Oh,
Chef has been on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's pretty much announced, like, hey, I've been away, but I'm still alive, you know. There you go.
Yeah, I saw churro live stream last night. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, though.
Well, but the point is like, Chef, he made his resurgence, like, 3 or 4 days ago on Churro's thingy, and he's done a couple streams with Churro. So, like, yeah, if you want to know if Chef's alive and well, like, go watch a Churro live stream.
Mm-hmm. Not everyone is able to be awake at 2 a.m.
This is also very true, but it's okay because it's necessary because there's definitely plenty of West Coasters and or people from around the world that would love to watch it even after the fact. So it is always appreciated. Thank you, Churro. So we're going to run through some... Hold on. We'll run through a bunch of these relics on stream just to get a little bit more...
Get those scores up there.
Of the event done. Just so I have at least some down on Thursday. Sometimes if I don't get enough done on Thursday, I just absolutely... regret it on Sunday. I'm like, within the last 5-6 hours of the event going, I could be going to bed to get ready for work tomorrow. But guess what? I should have gotten more souls on Thursday, you know? It always bites me.
Too much early.
Yeah. And I'm sure many of you, the other members of Procrastination Nation, fist up in the air. Fist up in the air, Procrastination Nation. Fist up in the air. We know who you are. But anyway,
they'll put their fist up later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on. Yeah.
They'll put their fist up later.
Eventually.
Yeah. I'll get around to it.
Yeah. But to all you of Procrastination Nation, you know what I'm talking about. Should have gotten more souls on Thursday. What's up, Nitrum? Thank you for joining. Monty Snake says, I'll fist up in the air tomorrow. Maybe. I like that. Maybe. But that's what cats do, you know? You never know.
Well, yeah, cats are notoriously lazy.
But we all know there's a few. There's always going to be a few, especially with Foranic. Foranic definitely said he was going to pass. Is anybody in Discord or in chat passing on this event? I'm feeling that that's the appropriate question because in other events that are not like, for instance, Archmages, a lot of times I'm asking who's doing this event. But I'm going to go the opposite.
Yeah,
direction.
Fury, are you doing this event?
Fury? I don't see Fury in the chat. Who are you asking?
No, I'm saying like Foranic, like pass.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I could imagine that Fury's doing. Fury does every event. He grinds everything.
I would do this event if I could, but I don't have enough gems.
Oh,
ooh,
yeah,
that stinks.
But I'm making the 3 token minimum.
There you go. That's what you got to do in events that I do pass on just because I just am not interested in like the higher up rewards. I always set my sights on 3 or 4 event tokens, and it's golden. It's honestly you'll get a bunch of portal stones, you'll get a bunch of other you'll get a little bit of DGs, usually like 50. You know, you get some of those all those base, but like more or less the generic rewards every time. But it always you can save those portal stones up, especially for the it's a solo war, right? On Monday? No, because Monday starts the fusion event. But the
next solo war also starts
on Monday as well. Okay, I was just making sure.
Quick question. Should I get $13 packs or straight out buy 30k gems for like $40.
Depends if you want to grind it out or not.
There you go.
That's if you gong. Yeah, I'm so glad
you have the time to grind. The 30k gems is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have time to grind.
If you have the time to grind, then go for the gems, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gems are a better turnaround investment if you have the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And you also get plenty of drops. Plenty of drops.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to Shigon's channel. He breaks it down pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a very good job. I watched his video earlier.
Yes, the event breakdown videos. Something else, though. I do want to mention this. He's not here, but I do want to mention that the most recent vintage video, I put it in the comments, but I just want to reiterate it here, was very much with the Titan comparison. Reminded me, it took me back a little bit to what Ron Gamer used to do with the comparisons all the time. And I truly think that it's been something that has been missing since his unfortunate passing. So when it comes down to that portion of the whole decision-making process, I love what Darth Shigon does with his breakdowns. And I would never ask for him to do even more than he already does, because we all know everyone kind of fits into certain categories when it comes down to DOT and YouTube. And I just am glad that Vintage has picked up that portion of the analysis for the upcoming Titans.
The breakdown. Yeah.
And that truly to me shows something that now that is going to be there, especially he doesn't truly, if anything, I would just hope he would continue to do it for the Archmages in all essence, because those are going to be the big decision makers. If you truly want to go in on this, or if you have something that is either equal or close to, and that's why the evaluation that he did with this Crystalis and Mahaha was so good. It was incredibly good.
Oh, yeah.
So
they both put out really good videos.
Exactly. So I was really happy to see that, and I do want to again thank Vintage, even though he's not here, for that. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, yes, for a good 8, 10, or 12 months, he did not post any content here on YouTube, but he is back.
Been a while.
He is back, and he has been posting back to his regular kind of video making schedule. So it's been pretty nice.
Yeah, it's great to have him back. But yeah, I agree. Anything that gives more information to players so they can make better choices is a good thing.
Very good. Exactly. Because it does take more time. It does take more time to make videos. Mm-hmm. And Darth Shigon, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So,
dude, your intro, man. Yeah. Your intro is fantastic.
Yeah. So,
thank you.
Live streams are the easy way out, and don't get me wrong, with Godan doing live streams, he's making the right decision. He's doing what he can do, at the same time not making it so difficult for his home life, work life, and being a leader of a very active alliance. So, just looking at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
So
what I like about everyone's channels for the most part is that it's something that's easy to listen to while I'm doing other things around the house, because you want to get your DOT fix, doing the dishes, or even driving in the car. Man, I'll play your guys' videos and just be listening to them. It's great.
Nice.
It's like little DOT podcasts.
And and Bad Mother Trucker. Throw his info. Did you do it already, Chance? I see Chance already put Churros and Vintage's stuff in chat. BMT also does live streams as well, and I really appreciate what he puts out as well, because BMT also definitely gives everybody a different perspective, as well as has a great Discord audience as well that loves to have a great time. And BMT does a lot of times do streams in the afternoon, so it's sometimes more UK and EU friendly, because I know a lot of my live streams, Churro's live streams, even Godan's live streams are a bit later. So it's also very nice when BMT he does sometimes he'll do a late night stream as well, but he does also do some other timed streams, which is great for international viewing. So. Joe's. Oh, and for people rewatching the live stream, just click that live stream chat button. You'll then obviously, if it didn't pop up before, just go ahead and you'll see the links that are all being posted because you can see everything that I'm talking about. Salon Atticool also doing Titan comparison. They put up screenshots of Omega Imperials versus Corrupted Imperials and have props to them also. Nice, Joseph. Very cool. Yeah, Atticool has a lot of players in it. And I definitely have to say, they have a YouTube channel that it seems like it's kind of shared. Like more or less like one player is running the channel and uploading videos from Atticool members from multiple alliances. I think my understanding at least.
I didn't know they had a channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I knew they had a Facebook. I didn't know they had a channel.
I want to say 3 to 4 weeks, I jump on YouTube, search recent Dawn of Titans videos, and see who's creating content. Always, because things change and new people come out of the woodwork. Sometimes some people slide back underneath the woodwork, you know. But, you know.
Some get bullied out of it altogether.
You never know. You never know. But yeah, major props to the DOT community and everything that they do. When it comes down to content creation and or even the guests. There's plenty of guests that come on streams, and even Vintage was one of those for a little while there during his hiatus from YouTube creation. He just became a regular, more or less.
Celebrity guest star.
Celebrity guest, there you go. So, what happened to Ice Extinction? I have no idea. He got really into trading stocks, and it seemed like he kind of decided to take a break from YouTube and in general. That's what it seems like, at least.
I was pretty sure he was popping up on Churro streams as well.
Oh, was he?
I think he was on the last Churro stream.
He's always on there.
Yeah.
I always hear him.
Wait, are you talking about Iceman, or are you talking about Ice?
No, Ice.
Those are different people. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Iceman is a little different.
Yeah, I think Extinction was talking about Iceman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware that there was two.
Extinction knows who Ice is. He's talking about Iceman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Extinction. Way to confuse everybody, you jerk.
Yeah, LOTF versus Pisces would be a lot of slapping and screaming. This is true.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
That's the live stream we need.
Right. But I do appreciate everybody joining in. I do the beginning portion of the stream, of course, being the main topics of what's all really going on, especially with the new 5-star, discussion, because I wanted to. Besides from, there's other people that showed very short, these are what they are, here they are, type of content, and I appreciate that. I saw one from Gassan, which Gassan definitely always posts all of Ethiopian leaks, which is really cool. And then also I also saw what Godan did as well. I just wanted to do a little bit more discussion on maybe who you might want to put them on currently, even though we know there's going to be plenty of Titans in the future that we're going to see either reskilled, re-released, reskilled / re-released with prestige skills retroactive and or new meta Titans. that come out. Now, new meta Titans right now, they're all Rangers. That's why the Ranger Relic is, of course, what all eyes are on. Like, ooh, is it going to be good? So.
Dude, gaming on the dark side. I don't know why you're not in Discord, but, like, I see you on chat. You're funny, bro.
He jumped in earlier.
I'm here, man. I just threw on mute. I got
both going over who quit with more fanfare. That was nice. I see that. That's good.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to open up the chat.
Churro says, I'm going crazy. I want to pull golden. Must resist. Yes, you must resist because you realize if they drop not tomorrow extinction, if they drop the new relics, the new 5-star arthropods next week, how regretful would you be if you did any DG plays right now?
The new 5-star.
What was that?
No, sorry, it's just computer yelling.
Oh, okay, it's all right.
No, Blonde, to continue your thought, though, like, I mean, if the new DGs come out at 7, and then the old, and then the Goldens go from 5 to 4, like, dude, honestly, like,
or even 3. What if they take the Goldens to? Actually, I'm sorry. Norse would go first. Norse would drop lower because Norse are actually out in events. Again, their value has gone down because everyone is at least getting an opportunity to get one if they want it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, do you think? Okay, what's the and like I know you're not a dev, but like you're super wise. Like, do you think they would drop to 4 on the Goldens, or do you think they're going to stay at 5?
Well, okay. With the fact that some of these archmages and/or reskills that they're doing right now are involving omegas, what do you what do you think?
I think stay at 5. I think stay at 5.
Yeah,
I want you to tell me they're going to go to 4.
But what they may do is drop the Ambers to 5 because they're not as popular.
No way. Stop it.
They might.
The Embers are... No, come on. The Embers are too new. I don't know.
But the Goldens were too new and they dropped to 5 because they weren't as popular at the time.
Dude, I could see 6, but like they're not going to go 5. I don't know about that.
Dude, I think these new relics kind of just trash the Embers. I don't see anyone pulling the Embers after these new ones are released, unless they drop them.
Oh, well, okay. Also, a good counterpoint, like, because it trashes the Ambers, maybe it pushes the Ambers down to 5, yeah.
Yeah, like, at an equal pay rate or even just like 1,000 DG difference, I don't see anyone pulling Ambers over these new relics.
Oh, I know. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know.
I know he's a dev, all right. Thank you, Monty. I'll bet 9k DG for new relics. Tomorrow extinction? I don't know. Not tomorrow.
No. He's going to need to get the house treatment. Stop saying more expensive
stuff.
No.
Well, no, I guess I'm saying he says I bet 9k DG for new relics. I don't know. Let's not do that, extinction.
I mean, yeah, no.
Austin Bird says he's currently sitting at 16.5. Actually, yeah, 51 people in the chat. Let me know how many DGs you have. There's some audience participation. Haven't done this in a long time, but let's just see the numbers. Let's see who's saving and who's 10, not. I'm chilling at 11,300.
Oh, right. If you're over 10, you are in a good spot. Vintage 21. Look at Nitrum 15. Nice. Yeah, here we go. Okay.
I want to see this because we got 51 people watching.
That is 30? What?
Dang, dude.
That's go Dan status. 30?
I say the highest I let mine go is 22.
Dang.
And then I just couldn't resist.
Harry's born 22.
I had 22. Just couldn't resist anymore.
Yeah.
Sure, 12. Leo, 12. Dang.
Because this at least gets a small sample set of what people get, just to see how many people are really saving. if they're, in between on certain things because they're working on certain sets. You don't know. Jacob says 543, but just got Divine Relic. Okay. I have 22k Ares. Nice. 11.9. Extinction 9.4 on the main, 6.2 on the mini. I like to know how much Foranic has on the mini. Foranic's mini has something like 150,000 regular gems on it, just chilling.
Oh, jeez.
So, and like, I don't know, some ridiculous amount of event relics. So I'd like to know how many DGs something probably never spent.
Okay,
on
so
5 stars.
just for the record, I know that we're saying like, hey, if you're a great person, if you have around 10 or above, like I just put in mine 3.4. I have 3 golden relics. That's 15,000 divine gems.
Nice.
So I've been spending. Like, come on now. Like, not everybody has 30. There's no way everybody has 30.
MBK has 14. That's 2 7s. MBK Nation, if they do put the new ones at 7, you're looking at 2 right off the bat. That's what House wants to do.
Dude,
that's what I'm waiting to do as well.
Look at Manny, 35,000. Like, get out of here.
Thank you for your participation, Chad. I do appreciate that because that's something. Again, it's kind of like doing the yearly token pool. Everybody's gonna get something different. So.
Yeah. I guess a couple months from now we're all gonna be like, guess what I got? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back at 15K.
So Zalon, when did the new DGs? When do these drop?
We don't know yet.
I'm thinking next week.
I didn't say what do we know? I said
next week. Next week we see this in the blog. We either see the 5-star. Listen, we either see the 5 stars tomorrow in a Q&A because they just do. What are the stats on the new 5 stars that you're talking about? And then they go, these are the new 5 stars. Anyway, they either do that tomorrow.
Number one question on the Q&A is going to be why didn't Zalon get the Titan?
It's the number one question. Anyway, so and then second question will be. Why didn't Zalon get
would you be serious?
The new Titan on time.
Really?
Anyway,
you're being such a little baby.
If it's not on the Q&A tomorrow, and if they don't do that, then it'll be in a blog next week, and they'll show off the stats. And it's possible at that time, because we all now have the update now, that they may release them in the altar next week if they have them in the blog. Either on.
So you really so you're really thinking, like, honestly, like,
it's that time. Aside, it's I'm all basing this on how they roll things out in time frames. Yes. Because they've already
realistically
this update out really quick. So
because the update in the update itself, it says the new arthropod relics are here or whatever. So.
Yep. Because of how fast they wanted this update out there, I could see them wanting to put something else out within a week or two.
Yeah. So.
All right.
So your 7K DGs, that's what we're hoping for these new 5 stars. Because if it is, that's and we went through them earlier on the stream. So if you didn't get a chance to see that and you jumped in the stream a little bit later, make sure you go rewatch the earlier portion of the stream to be able to see. We went through and even talked about particular Titans that we currently have in the game that you may be interested in using these relics on if you did pull them. What's up, Chris Fear? Thank you for joining.
Zalon's back to being professional. Back to chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I try to do my best. It doesn't matter how tired I am.
7K, I'll pull
you.
Or what?
Good job.
Whatever I can do.
It's not even a Friday. You're crushing it. Good job.
Oh yeah, I got work tomorrow. Usually the Thursday to Friday is the worst if you don't get at least a decent amount of sleep. Because when you're if you run on anything, this is just the way it is. At least for the jobs that I've done in the past and my current job, is if you're running between 4 and 6 hours of sleep, it's Sunday into Monday, and then all the way up until Thursday. If you're not pulling at least 6 hours on Thursday night into Friday, you're dragging hard. So
okay, so Zalon, real question. We haven't talked about the game that much. When will you finish the event?
Oh, this event?
Well, Procrastination Nation will be Sunday night.
Okay, listen. I will finish the event possibly Sunday, but I will have Crystalis.
Dang, you're waiting till Sunday.
No. I will have Crystalis and be leveling her by at least either tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow night. Probably Saturday morning. Saturday morning is when it'll all happen. I'll wake up Saturday morning late, not at 6 a.m., and I will get right to it. As long as I'm not working. I don't think we're going to work 6 days this week. We've already put in a few 10-hour days, so I think we're all right. At this point, Aventador knows my work schedule. So.
Well, he has to for when new Titans come out.
I know. It was very frustrating. He's
like, no, my test partner doesn't have it.
What's up, Speakerface? What's going on?
No. Hey, you know what? Be nice to Aventador. The last one, on the attackers, he's really chill. He's not bugging you on the attacker one.
It's not so much because it's not something that, again, he wants to put out the attack videos more than defense.
The attacker ones he's really nice about.
True.
But when it's defense... Aventador has also said...
I need to hit it.
Aventador has also said that he... What's going on, Val? Thank you for joining. He has also mentioned that he really likes the new 5-stars. I was like, okay. Aventador
the new
approved.
5-stars look great.
I know. Look at that. Val's fan club.
Val getting all your love.
Yeah, look at that. It's all right. It's okay.
Hi, Val.
Oh, Vintage is here.
Yeah, it's a Vintage.
What's going on, Vintage?
What's up, gang?
So,
Hey,
Vintage.
Zalon, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, but what's it called? I wanted to get Vintage's take on. So, how are you feeling about the new 5-stars, Vintage?
I came in right as you guys were on the tail end of the discussion, and I think I agree with the assertion that the new set kind of makes a lot of the existing 5-star relics irrelevant. And it looks like once again the paladin gets the short end of the stick. But it's not that bad.
No.
It's just
See, even the paladin.
when I see
pretty nice.
When I see they're going to give you 240% armor, that means something extremely high armor piercing is on the horizon.
Yeah.
that's exactly how I feel, Vintage. I think, them adding more power just keeps going the way they're going, right? You have to be there just to be competitive. So after a while, it almost kind of just, I guess in a sense, evens itself out. It's the same game as before, just higher numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the paint yourself in the corner strategy. So I saw your blurb in the chat there, Shigon, and I have a feeling that you're going to be happy you saved for the new Divine Titans. I think they've kind of done what they can do with Growthern and Nephilinus, and they're just going to, kind of sweep them under the rug like it's a turd, and you're in the middle of a party and you just want to hide it.
That's why they drop the price so fast.
Yeah, I think the next Divine Titans, they're going to say, man, if you think back to Lifespark and Necrosa, those were incredibly popular for good reason.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that they see that, for a Divine Titan, it needs to be that rarefied air special.
Yeah. Well, I always say, I feel personally the Divine Titans should be like the apex of whatever the meta is. This is the top ranking ones, the apex predators and defender.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way to do Divine Titans is, we all know we're headed into the Archmage meta. Well, they should have released Divine Titans 2 weeks ago that are better than all the Archmages.
Yes. That's what I was saying earlier, because they typically release the next meta Titans in the DG altars during the the current meta, you know?
Yeah, and that's like when Lifespark and Necrosa came out.
Mm-hmm.
Not only were they incredibly powerful, they were basically better than all the War Gods.
Yep.
So you actually get to use your Divine Titan for half a year plus.
Yep.
There it goes.
That's how it needs to be.
Yep.
Agreed. And even Shy can say, Shy's not on anymore, but Shy can say he got his, I think it was Necrosa, like 2 months or something like that after they were released. He still got to use Necrosa on defense for a few months more after that in that meta time period where Lifespark and Necrosa reigned supreme.
Yeah.
And then got the what's it called? Retroactive
synergy.
Well, the retroactive reskill. Didn't have to worry about actually having to obtain Necrosa, but the synergy relic, of course.
Yeah. They did everything right with Lifespark and Necrosa, and everything wrong for the most part with Nephilinus and Growthern.
Yes.
I mean, they're just polar opposites.
So with that said, Vintage, does that mean that they will understand and know that yes, that Lifespark and Necrosa, that is what they should be doing in this next set? Do you think? Hopefully, that's what they've been doing over this last month, while in their planning stages of what these new Divine Titans are going to be. So
I would like to think that.
Mm-hmm.
And for all we know, Growthern is actually really good right now.
Yes.
But who's going to buy Growthern, which was not that good, and now we're heading into a new meta? And I think we all have to believe there's new Divine Titans on the horizon.
And
I can't see buying Growthern right now.
I agree completely on that, Vintage. And also but we do see something that I think will be pushed into the next set of Divine Titans, and that is their synergy relics will be sold in the Divine Altar.
Right. Like they're doing with Nephilinus and Growthern.
Exactly what we see with Nephilinus. Yeah. I think that's going to be the case.
Yeah, your new Divine Titans are basically going to be $16K for the package.
Yeah. So prepare for that. Because there's no way that they're going to release synergy relics later because they just know that everybody will be like, what are you doing, developers? we know you can do it. So.
Yeah, and again, to give them long life, they just need to drop the goods on day one, because the idea is to, I don't want to get a Divine Titan and then have it be good for 2 months. Mm-hmm. That sucks, man.
Yes.
No, it should be good for at least a meta and a half to 2 metas.
Yeah.
And with
I think
I was going to say,
if they would have dropped the new Divine Titans 2 weeks ago, they're better than all the Archmages, and then they're still competitive with the next thing.
Right.
Right. Well, we're seeing this current meta right now with the Dragon Slayers still being relevant while these new Titans are coming out and not being completely overshadowed and pushed completely out the door. So that is a good thing. So as long as that continues, through the rest of this Archmage meta, unless they're holding back the Lightning because they know it's going to be, they didn't want it to cripple everything, and they're going to release it last. So we'll see.
Yeah, the thing about Storm Maidens,
you have a Lightning Archmage. We have Zeus.
Yeah.
They may not give us a lightning one. If they're going to count Nephilinus and Growthorn as fire and poison.
What if they take the Bow of the Gods and they take Zeus and put him in that event?
Give Zeus his synergy relic. His bow is the synergy.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Oh wait, no. It wouldn't be like that because it would be. They've been doing the. I'm sorry. It would be Odin, wouldn't it?
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, Odin.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, I only have a second, and I gotta go. But Vintage, do you have a second to chime in here?
What's up?
I need to ask you an analytical question.
Fire away.
I guess he's unavailable?
No, he's here. He can hear you.
I said fire away.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, just so everybody knows, for some reason I can't hear Vintage on Discord. I can hear everybody else. But
Do you have his volume turned down?
Do you have his volume turned down, or do you have him muted?
Vintage, can you hear me now?
I got you. I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason you were muted. I apologize. All right. So here's my analytical. So I want to run something by you. All right. You watched Shigong's video?
Yes.
So were you confused? Because I felt like I got double lore. There was Star Wars lore, and then there was DOT lore. Did you feel, as a DOT content creator, that was too much?
Too much.
Oh my god!
Now that
we're in the age of synergy. I actually appreciated the synergy.
Yes. Now, because you're back, Vintage. Because I want to know. I want your breakdowns now, baby. I'm going to ask you random questions because you're back.
Yeah, fire away. You can always ask.
Oh, Vintage.
Bye, Monty. Have a good night.
That's a dangerous statement.
This, bro. On behalf of the DOT community, you stud. I'm so glad you're back.
I know.
Thanks, buddy.
Me too.
Me too, man.
And I hope you heard.
Like I said,
Hey, go ahead, Shigon. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Vintage was my first DOT YouTube content creator I ever watched. That's what got me to really get into the game.
Yeah, old school. Yeah. Yeah, him and Zalon. I mean, this is 3 or 4 years in the running. I'm picking on him, but really, I'm just super excited that he's here. Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you heard me talk about it earlier, I was talking about how I truly enjoy your comparative analysis. I think it was really good, and it's something that has been missing.
The Ron Gamer thing.
Yeah, I think it's been missing for a while, so I really do appreciate that.
Yep. Vintage, yeah, very much appreciated. I'm sure you've heard this 1,000 times over in chats and stuff.
Yeah,
but man,
the likes on that video are through the roof. Through the roof. The comments through the roof, So.
I mean, haven't we all been waiting for this for I don't know.
I know. Agreed. But wait. The only thing I do fear a little bit is the fact that Vintage might say that he has some sort of major project on the horizon with work, and that he will have less time. I don't know. That's my only.
So making videos, there was a lot that went into that decision. I decided to go ahead and make videos because I've just started a contract with a group that I've worked with multiple times over the last decade. I know these guys. They know me. I'm kind of bullish on the fact that this might be a typical 9 to 5.
Ooh.
For the foreseeable future? Yeah,
now there's going to be crazy times.
Yeah.
Because in my career, what we call tape out is always 3 or 4 weeks of utter insanity. But with the way these guys operate, I think that's only going to happen a couple times a year.
Nice.
So, and with their project, layout in future, unless I don't know, offend somebody or do something stupid, this could be a year to 2 year contract. So I'm feeling really good about stuff.
You're settled in. You're growing roots.
Yeah,
okay.
And that's good. That's good.
Basically, don't have chance on speakerphone while you're in the work site.
Yeah.
Well, good. No, Vintage, really, though.
Agreed.
I don't always agree with you, and I don't always appreciate.
Yeah, but that's always good though. We need contrasting opinions.
We need you. Yeah, we need you, bro.
Dude, debate is half the reason I do this.
Right? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No, really, because and this is what people don't get. Yeah, I'm outspoken, and I maybe I sound like a bully or whatever, but no, dude, fire back.
Right.
Give me your opinion because, if I'm wrong, awesome. I just learned something.
Right.
If you're wrong, awesome. You just learned something. Somebody's going to learn something.
Right.
Yeah. Right. As long as it's done in the right way and you're not just being like, no, that's stupid.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
being close-minded.
There's plenty of those comments in the comments section, and I just kind of ignore them.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
If someone's trying to engage in a useful conversation, dude, I'm in.
Agreed.
Well, and on Discord, it might not. Yeah, in chat, it's more civil. At the moment, it might not always be as peaceful. But yeah, I mean, we're figuring stuff out. Like, dude, your voice is needed, bro.
Yeah. Well, also, I do have to say, I do have to say, Vintage even called it himself.
Whatever.
Vintage even called it himself. He even said, if this meta and everything that comes with it, which is, these retroactive prestige skills for certain titans and reskills on other titans and these new 5 stars and the way everything seems to be rolling out to the community, Vintage said, he goes, I might get back into it. If you go back, you will hear this in my stream. Mm-hmm. So,
well, and God bless us. If we lose JJ, if we lose Prometheo, if we lose Vintage, that's a major problem. So thank God at least one of them is like, all right, I guess I'll help. Even though I might not be happy with it, I'll help out. And then it turned out to be like, hey, the game's not that bad, and now Vintage is like full blown into it. Like, heck yes.
Exactly. Even Vintage is posting. He's even posting. What's it called? His new in shape body here now for the spring summertime. I saw that, Vintage.
Yeah,
gotta get ripped for summer, baby.
Jeez.
Yeah, whatever it is.
I saw a comment that said, "Vintage is a beast in the game and in real life."
Yeah.
No, Vintage, honestly, dude, that's a little weird. The fact that you're 55 and you look like you're 35 is a little weird. Just saying.
Come on now, don't be adding on to my age. I'm already old enough.
Yeah, right. People are probably like, "Wow, really? He's 50." See, the way Chance says stuff sometimes, it's like, yeah, he is certain on that age,
Well, I actually know real facts about these people, and so when I lie, it's kind of funny because they're like, Chance, bad Chance.
Mm-hmm.
He's not 55.
Right? There's 55 people watching though. Thank you for everybody in the chat.
Go. That's probably where he got the number from.
Right? I'm sure that's what it was.
Actually, that's weird. No, but weird. Anyway.
Yeah, fortunately, I'm still a 40-something.
Mm-hmm. A 40 question mark. Yes.
Yeah. Vintage
not over that hill yet.
Vintage is just happy to... It starts with a 4.
Right.
There we go.
Still starts with a 4.
Speakerface says 57. I don't know. I think House has got you beat, right? I don't know. Maybe Speakerface.
Oh, House has everyone beat.
House is much older.
House is 83, isn't he?
Yeah. Boy, he gets around pretty good, dude. He gets around pretty good.
Yeah, he's the most savage 83-year-old I've ever known. He just goes out and torches everybody's castles and shaves them and everything.
Right? Oh my gosh! Although, okay, let's look at it this way. I have to say, any of the retirement homes in 25 years from now, they're gonna be flooded with gamers. They're gonna start seeing people that go in and they're like, I don't want crosswords, I want games.
Yeah, I need my phone.
Yeah.
For the record, House's number starts with a 5, not an 8. Vintage is kidding, but
Yes. There you go. But anyway, I'm telling you, 25 years from now, all like retirement homes are they're gonna start coming like straight up equipped with like the best for everything, like maybe even retro arcades. You don't even know. It's gonna be neat. Think about
totally, dude. Yeah, give me my 25-inch tablet because I can't see anything.
Right?
Yep.
I can imagine.
It's like the size of a tray.
Right. So
speaking of that, you just eat off of it too. Why not?
Right?
Just sit there and play games.
Right.
Well, by that point, they'll have the technology. They'll be able to make it like a really thick plastic screen so that you can just do whatever you want to it.
Yeah. Put my steak on the left side.
Right. Just saying. I'm just saying 25 years from now it'll just be standard, so everybody will be ready. You know what I mean? If you're gonna need to be put in the whole, and it won't be looked on as being a real bad thing anymore at that point either, because it won't be so much like, oh, okay. It'll be more like going to like a great chill hangout place. I think I think people in their like 30s, 40s, and 50s right now, I honestly think they're gonna have a lot better time in their retirement. It's not going to be so bad.
Oh, dude, I mean, I'm going to play games in some capacity until I die.
Right?
I know.
I think the, like, for instance, my grandfather who passed away last year, I was going to say, he definitely was a generation that did not, I mean, it was watching TV was one thing, but he was still able to do that, in retirement. But for the most part, if you don't have all those other aspects of life, like, for instance, having a phone and knowing about all the games, playing the games that are on those devices and everything else, when that's not part of your life, you don't miss it. You don't look for it. It's not part of what they would just have available. So all I'm saying is I just think it's going to be definitely a lot different. So.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I will always play games. I mean, it's the mental stimulation, but even sometimes it's just the action of it. I have a freaking pinball machine in my office.
See, I'm telling you, we're gonna have vintage. Now there, it's a play on words here. We're gonna have vintage like arcade games, like a small arcade inside of some of the real nice retirement homes. I'm telling you.
Oh, the next thing I'm buying is a Galaga tabletop.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Galaga's great. I miss Galaga.
Now, personally, myself, I definitely played the more of the 80s style arcade games, but I also truly enjoyed when they came out with some of those 4-player, like The Simpsons. They had the Simpsons one, so you're talking double TV in the back. There's still there's still the cube TVs, but double TV in the back, and it's the 4-player or 5-player Simpsons. I forget how many characters they actually had, but then there was also the 4-player Ninja Turtles, which was also good.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, man.
Good one.
Yeah, 4-player Ninja Turtles was good too as well. So I'm just and there was NBA Tournament Edition. This was more 90s, but there was also a 4-player version of that as well. I like that.
Get some House of the Dead going.
Yes. So I mean, these were all
what I think could
all
be
joystick.
a killer arcade-like thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to do this, but it would cost a fortune. Is you know the battle bots?
Oh yeah, I still watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, why not have like a whole rack of bots? People come in, they pick their bot, and then you just go out there and beat the crap out of each other.
Oh, so
remote control bot battles, dude. That would be so sick.
It would be. It would be. Well, you realize that there's businesses that have opened, especially within the last few years, where all you do is you pay to go inside, and they have individual rooms, and you just smash everything inside.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's a thing. Like now, certain places that still have indoor malls, those are actually in those malls. And there's other places that, of course, have outdoor strip situations, and then you'll see them there too. But
PC gaming, absolutely. I love StarCraft. Really, a lot of the Blizzard games, and I'm a Civilization fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the Civilization that was launched on PS3.
Yeah, can you imagine Could you imagine on the board? What's it called? Because they'll still have at least whiteboards or some digital board that'll actually show the schedule of events for when you're in the retirement home, and it'll be like, I see there's a StarCraft tournament this afternoon. I guess we'll go do that. It won't be bingo. It won't be bingo.
Yeah.
It won't be bingo.
You know what I mean?
Or Settlers of Catan or something cool.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, there we go.
It's not going to be bingo.
Yeah, some board
it's just
games.
not going to happen.
Oh, Settlers is awesome.
Yeah, I would rather play a game than watch TV.
Now there may be some sort of extra, like just a different way to, like, for instance, we all know, if you play PC games, you got keyboard and mouse. In the future,
right.
I'm thinking that's possible because if you're in a retirement home, you may not have the greatest hands anymore, and like being on a PC and trying to be the best at that situation with your hands. So at that point, it may be more of a situation like eye movement could even be, kind of registered, and you could actually control things like that. Kind of like the whole Stephen Hawking situation.
Yep. So we're going right into virtual reality.
Maybe a little bit. We'll see.
A little bit.
But anyway, just think it out of the box a little. But just remember, go back and watch old Star Trek and be like, people talking to each other on small devices where you can see their faces. That was so outrageous, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. And then, Skype and all sorts of other wonderful face-to-face video calling is available. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, once they get fiber installed everywhere, it's wide open.
Right? So a lot of the technology, like the sci-fi stuff of maybe even the 90s, are going to become a bit more realistic,
It's like, yeah, that'll never be possible.
Right? But
good night, Jimmy.
All right, Jim. Have a good night. We're probably going to live stream for at least another, probably 30 minutes. 30 minutes, thereabouts. I just want to get my 6 hours. I want to get my 6 hours. I want to get my 6 hours. I really do. So
there you go.
Yumi. Bye, Yumi. We love you.
That sounds like, what is that? The closing of what was it? Stephen Colbert back in the day. Bye, I love you. It was some late night talk show. I forget which one it was though.
I believe you. I don't know though. Yeah.
It was at the very end of the credits.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably That was that. You know what? That was me. Actually, I'll claim that.
All right, Chance. I bet you it was.
That was me.
You're a funny speaker. I suppose I better like. I think you should, Frantic. I would highly suggest it. Highly recommended. 5 stars. But yes, so we will see. I'm highly anticipating a Q&A now tomorrow. Now that I've been talking about it and hoping for it, because I want to know about the new 5-star situation.
Dude, I told Churro, I was like, listen, like, our boy's going through a little heartbreak. Like, just take that crap over. Like, somebody needs to read the blog to me so I understand what's going on.
Yeah, when I'm at work, I would prefer to hear the blog read to me because I absolutely cannot take the time until lunchtime. Yeah. So if it comes out earlier than lunch, I want to know right away. So tell me about it.
Like the first 2 times, Chef was like, "Hey man, why are you being a dick? Telling people that like you need me to read the blog," and I'm like, "No, I'm actually serious. Like,
right?
I want to have you read it to me."
Well, and it's not just that, because it also brings conversation as well. Because the other people that do join in, because there is a Discord crowd. Chef would do a Discord, so it is nice if the person that does decide to either take over for a little while would also have Discord available, because in that sense, it does bring and generate some real good conversations. So
I know.
Is Chef just getting slayed at work or what?
No, he's a little heartbroken, Puta.
Yeah, everything's a little on the rocks, but at the same time, he is still going to work.
He's vintage.
Still
He's
playing
in his
the
late
game.
20s. Yeah. He's in his late 20s, vintage. He's a little sensitive.
Yeah, all dudes go through that.
But I assure you that Chef is definitely around and still playing the game. So.
Yeah, if you want to hear Chef's voice, watch a couple of recent Churro streams. But like that's what I'm saying, like Churro or Bring Back Prometheo, like vintage. There you go, step up. Like yeah, somebody read the blog to us. Like explain what's happening. We can't understand it.
Well, Chef, if you're listening, you got a spot in Colorado. You can come out, ride a horse, shoot some guns, eat a good steak.
Mm-hmm.
You'll feel all better, my friend.
Right?
Shoot some stuff.
Right, exactly.
Makes everyone feel better, right?
Oh, yeah, man. There's something about just, like, shooting crap that just, it's a cathartic thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take out some bottles, some cans.
Right.
Just start blowing stuff up. It's fun.
Yeah. Oh, wait. You got the Tannerite there, vintage?
Dude, he'll be... Dude, give this guy... Give Chef a week. Maybe two. Like, give Chef 1 week. Mm-hmm. Like, the younger you are, he'll bounce back. He'll be fine.
Well, the thing is, I would hate to see him miss out on Crystalis, so I hope that he is in a event team that can at least pull a top 100 position. So...
Oh yeah, it's not like the Lord of the Gods guys left him on the side of the road.
That's very true. Fine. That's very true. I'm sure Chef is being taken care of.
I mean, Chef could probably just come squat in our alliance and get a freebie if he wanted. Because you don't need the relics. Just get the Titan.
No.
Yeah, just get the Titan.
Yeah, these relics.
Yeah, and so it's
I don't
not
think
bad.
anyone's main build includes any of these relics.
The problem is they'll probably put out some preposterous, Imperial Omega thing later.
Right?
Probably.
You never
reskill Poseidon.
I was just going to say, a reskill.
Crazy. Yeah. And then you'll be like, dang it. Wish I would have had those Cryomancer relics.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Sometimes the relics that come along, for instance, Mark of Alethan, even though it's being re-released in this event, has been available before. And if you have it from previous events, it could be very useful. So.
Well, I think Mark's the best relic in the event.
Oh yeah, and look where it is on the chain. All right, we'll take a look actually.
Yeah, it's like right before the Titan.
Right. Now remember, Mark was at the end of.
It was the very last relic of the Krothos event.
Because it was brand new, and everybody was like, "Whoa, look at that ice! It's got freeze and rage," and everybody was all about Staff of Iron at the time. So, oh gosh, go to what Staff of Iron, So, but yeah, it's just chilling right here. Yeah, Krothos relic. Thank you, Master B. Love that confirmation too, because sometimes it's always a little. Yeah. When we're reaching year 5, and that is since global launch, which is like year 10 since the game was functional, and people were playing it. You have oh yeah, there it is, Mark of Leaf in the 21. So there it is, not bad. So in all essence, if you want to skip out on the 200 divine gems, you could just go to 22. There you go.
Uh-huh.
If you want 2 Crystalis and you want Mark of Alethan and you want another Vixia, and or don't have Vixia, or you want Vixia for prestige food, any of those options.
Or Vixia's in a collection still.
Well, that's what I said. Yeah, when I said you don't have Vixia, I was implying I was implying collection, but yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You're funny, Frantic.
Yeah.
So, clear out at least 2s, jump to some 3s. We'll have some decent souls here off the get-go. That's all we're looking for. So, it's Sunday. Won't be as much of a panic attack. Yeah, and it seems like every time on Sunday too, when I'm like a few thousand.
Yeah, you're such a little.
I'm literally like less than 2,000 away. Less than 2,000 away. It might be like 1,800 souls, and I'm like, all right, listen, I got a few hours left. I'd rather just pull relics and finish it, and just get it done.
Dude, you're like.
And
you're
when
like,
I do it, it's 1 star, and then I'm like, all right, I'll just grind this out, and I'll pull 1 more relic, and I'll be good. And then guess what? It's 1,800, so now it's like I don't know, like 1,380 or something like that, or I don't know, so 1,400. And I'm like, I'll just pull like 1 or 2 more relics, and I'll be fine. I end up pulling 3 more 1 stars, and I'm just like, is this really necessary?
Yep.
Oh my god. I love you. This is why you and I are friends. It's like me and you with UD, like VP and soul count with like Godan. It's like, are you gonna do this or what?
No. When it comes down to like a lot of the most recent events, I typically get the Titan by either Friday night or Saturday morning. Most of them have been Saturday morning recently.
No, that's not what I'm talking. Obviously.
So when I'm chilling at 22,000 or whatever it's going to be for the main Titan, it doesn't look like I'm not going to finish. But it's the whole like 4,000, 5,000 souls or whatever it is to get it all done,
Yeah, it's that last little bit.
All right, thank you, Rock. Have a good night.
So we still have 52 watching. Who in chat is like a teen's castle? Just say, hey, I'm castle 17, 15, whatever, right? There's something about this Titan that has completely flown under the radar.
Okay.
So if you go on, shout out to Yuki, DOT database, and just build out your Crystalis or Crystalis. Just build it out. Just build it out how you think it should be built out. Then once you get the troops and you're like, holy cow, man, these Imperials are amazing. Look at the Titan stats. Unless you totally screw up the build, you're gonna easily have your 100% critical. Your Crystalis is gonna hit for 1.3 million.
Wow.
Vintage, you're getting a lot of 18 to 21. Is that relevant to what you're talking about?
Exactly. For the mid and early castle guys, the Titan hits like a truck.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, Master B, with the critical, it does hit for over 1 million. Like the setup I have, it hits for about 1.3 million, and I'm building it for the Imperials.
Jeez.
Because I was doing a battle, and it looked like a bomb went off in the middle of, this pack of horde when I was doing Rostam. And I was like, whoa.
Freeze bomb.
It caught me off guard. So, I went over to DOT database and I'll be like, I'll be darned. This thing hits like a truck, man.
Yeah, we saw that in a little bit of Godan's live stream, too. We were like, wow, the Titan's actually pulling its weight.
Hey, what's going on, Godan?
Yeah, so Master B, there is a bug. I mean, Garrett, it is a bug where when Crystalis, aggroes a target and freezes it, then it doesn't take any more damage. It's weird. It's a bug. It's Star Maidens. It's Panthers. It's I guess I haven't tried Goliath, but it's a bug.
Yeah, I would assume it'll be the same. Yeah, with any singleton troop.
Same damage problem.
Yeah, Necromancer has the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, and that's when we were watching Godian. Remember when Necromancer and the Cryomancer were firing on each other, and neither of them was doing anything?
Yep. Yep, neither of them were taking any damage. It was pretty bad.
But, I mean, it was nuking battalion troops.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get the mosh pit, you know, the Horde and the Imperials just kind of mixing it up there, not doing a whole lot, and then it just goes kaboom. It's crazy. But anyway, that shocked me. I mean, you know, 1.3 million. Whoa. When's the last time a Titan did that, right? You know, of course, the Broken does, but...
I say, yeah. Zabava does 1 million damage.
So anyway, for the mid-castle guys, don't sleep on that.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Titan hits hard.
Yes, there's definitely plenty of players that join in on these streams that are not all Castle 25. And we always have to make sure that everyone does address the fact that they are plenty of players in the mid-castle levels or even early teen levels like 10, 11, 12. You get up to 10 pretty quick in the beginning of the game. So, you know, after that, it's a little bit more of the few days situation for everything. So,
right. Then it becomes how active you actually are. Depends on how fast you fly through the teens.
Yep. And I always recommend that also for any of the newer players, finding a good alliance, and on top of that, if you can, an alliance family. And what I mean by that is having multiple alliances so that you don't have to just join the one and only super best alliance right off the bat, because every week those alliances will expect you to do either in events or in VP some pretty high goals. And if you can't keep that up on a regular basis, you're going to want to be able to move inside of an alliance family structure between alliances. It is helpful for early and mid-castle players to do so, because then you do have the opportunity to be able to jump up, participate in an event that you may be saving for, also maybe financially capable to spend money in the game if that is something you enjoy doing as well. And that is, you know, the ability to be able to jump in and out. So, but there's a good amount of alliance families at this point in the game, and or just single alliances focused on certain aspects of the game, whether it being always pushing for top 3 on a server to get a 4-star Titan in some of the higher servers, or higher leagues, I should say.
Yeah, and the league is pretty flexible these days because there's always minis all over the place. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about going to Legends League and having a tough time.
Right. Yeah,
although, heavy recommendation for alliance leaders, if maybe you're a mid-castle, you're an alliance leader or an officer, and you want to make sure that your team is getting the best opportunities there is to offer in the game. The higher leagues that you go during conquest events, now this is not an alliance-based event, but having your players be in higher leagues during conquest will get them better drops. So consider that for your team, just because you would like to see your team excel and also be able to level up their Titans and Relics as fast as possible to make them a better player for your team. You want to give them all the opportunities they can. Higher leagues, Legend League being the highest, is the best place to be during conquest events. Just saying.
So Vixia is a boost Titan, yet they give 2 random trash Titans in the $100 deal.
I mentioned it at the very beginning. I thought it was crazy that is the case.
It's silly, man.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I mean, I realize you get Vixia in the event, but still.
Well, I would expect Totec wasn't too long ago, and obviously Runa was last weekend, and Crystalis is in this event. But, I mean, I guess they could have offered a pack with Totec, or is it too soon?
I don't know. I mean...
Everybody wanted Mahaha to be in that pack.
Right. Ed's channel will definitely tell you that.
Yep.
Sorry.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't, but I think they're acknowledging that it's still a elite attacker.
Right.
Exactly, and they never offer anything that's currently like top tier.
Yeah, Master B's got a point. I mean, if you're going to spend $100, it's better than pulling 2 30K gem ice Titans, because at least you get like other crap with it.
Right.
True. It is still more valuable than just pulling the 30K Titan.
Well, yeah. Right, well, 2. That'd be 60.
Exactly. Vintage, Riger, Godan, Churl. I see you all in chat. Val. I gotta go. Love you all.
All right. Later, Chance.
Have a good night, Chance.
See you, Chance.
Cheek on face. Bye.
Oh, speaker face. You don't know how? Okay, well, I put the link there. You're going to have to download Discord on a device, whether it being the one you're actually, in the stream on or another one. But hopefully you have half-decent Wi-Fi, because it does matter. Well, I should just say, just have, a decent speed, just so that you can actually, sometimes certain places that people sit in their house, they can't be on Discord, because it's just going to be super choppy.
Discord is temperamental.
Yes. There's only sometimes, it just depends. So.
Discord seems to perform poorly on cell phones.
Yes, on the mobile app for Discord, it is very temperamental.
Yeah, well, I use the Discord app on my tablet. That's what that's what you're on right now. It's running directly off my tablet.
Runs really well for you then. I'm constantly getting kicked off when I'm on the mobile.
That's why I pay like $100 for just straight, really, really good internet from Verizon. Every month. I thought about
it. I think this summer I'm actually going to get the Elon Musk satellite internet.
Ooh. Well, that's because your area is like really... is it pretty remote, Vintage, when it comes down to service?
Yeah, it's very rural.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I applied for it. I don't know. Man, I think it was like last September or October. And I just got an email last week saying, all right, it's coming. Basically I prepaid for everything. And I think I'm getting it like in June or something like that.
Interesting. Now,
I'm pretty stoked.
What's the process? Is this just is this something that you said it's like just satellite internet, so it's just coming down just like as if there's just a big Wi-Fi blanket over the earth?
Okay, so my current internet, I basically hijack a cell phone tower and use microwave to bounce it down to my house.
Mm.
Okay.
That's my internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is microwave still. And what they do is they send you a dish. The dish has motors in it. It will actually target the satellite array for you. All you do is you put it down, you power it, it'll find the appropriate station, and you just run a cable into the router into the house, and you're up.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and because it's microwave, even though it'll because I get a lot of snow, but because it's microwave, it's just warm enough to melt the snow, so you don't even have to worry about weather.
Wow.
But what's super cool, I actually need to video this at some point. You can see the Starlink satellite chain go over my property.
What?
Dude, it's crazy. You see these lights. It looks like a train of lights. And it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles long, and it just keeps going. It's like,
oh yeah,
holy crap!
Could you please include
how many of these things are up there?
You should, please include that. Could you on your channel? Because that would be pretty. That would be pretty neat to see that. I think.
Yeah, because my wife ran into the house one night, and she was like, "You have to see this." She's like, "It can't be an airplane. Is it UFOs or whatever?" And I go out and I'm like, "What in the heck is that?" I had no idea. So I, did some Google and so forth, and sure enough, it's Starlink. And I was like, "Whoa! If the satellites are going over my house, I should be able to get this."
Yeah, I think service should be good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I'll have to try and figure out when and so forth so I can video it. It's wild.
Yeah, that sounds pretty neat. Oh.
Yeah, if anyone sees a chain of lights that seems to never end going on overhead, it's not UFOs. It's Elon Musk's Starlink.
That is super.
Yeah, I didn't
neat.
know he was doing an internet. I knew he was part of like SpaceX
doing everything.
or whatever,
Yeah.
and his cars. And I didn't know he was putting up a satellite thing too.
Yeah, apparently he's putting out HVAC also.
Really? Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's got his hands in everything.
Yeah, I think he's just doing everything.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Just saying. Why not? Christian
Yeah, I
Woods.
mean, if you got 50 billion, why not, right?
Yeah, right. So Christian
Yeah,
Woods.
let's try this and this.
This is
and
good. This
this.
is good. Thank you for bringing us back to trust me. I love any kind of other side banter or discussions, but because this is later in the stream and it's okay. But Christian Woods, I like this. I know this is at the bottom of the list of things, but I think it's time to update the end of season reward for teams that compete for it. This is not exactly bottom. I think it's more of a top of a list situation at this point because a majority of the things that we're looking for in events and in the meta, I would have to say we're checking boxes. I'm not going to say everything is exactly what you want, but we're checking boxes. We're definitely getting a good portion of things that we were looking for when it comes down to the direction of the way things are going with this meta. Not too crazy, little bit better than what we already have with the Dragon Slayers. Okay.
Right.
You know? So when it comes down to looking at end of season rewards, heck yeah, we need to be able to get people excited about being in higher leagues. Nobody, besides for the fact of Conquest, I have to say
Higher
again,
leagues, higher
Conquest
ranks.
is the one reason why teams actually will say, "Oh yeah, let's promote the Legends from Masters instead of chilling, or go from Champions to Masters, whatever." You know.
I think it's the shot at the 4-star Titan too, especially in the age of Prestige.
Oh, yeah.
Like for Legends, that 4-star should probably go to top 5, not top 3.
Well,
and then for like Masters, make it top 3.
No, well, yeah, okay.
For Masters, make it top 3 instead of just top 1.
Legends should be top 5 gets that random Titan, but also top 5 also gets, or top 3 in Legends gets something even more than
Right,
that.
yeah. Like upgrade the top 3 reward as well. But
Yes.
top 5 should be getting that 4-star.
Yes, make it a little bit more competitive, a little bit more lucrative. We'll actually fill 3 servers in Legends. We will completely full 3 servers
right now,
in Legends.
server 3 is usually
If you allow 5 teams
box.
in each one, so that's 15 teams getting a 4-star. I know it's more, but we're in the age of prestige, like Riger was saying, and we need more opportunities for prestige food. So that's a great idea. Put it into the. Again, why are these teams even wanting to be there besides for conquest? Why?
Yeah, and a nice chunk of portal stones.
Yeah,
too.
huge chunk of
true,
portal
yeah.
stones.
I don't think you get any portal stones right now, as far as
they used to.
season.
That was actually used to be a thing.
Gems. It's just gems, Titan, and DGs.
Yeah. You can, the DGs, I don't know if you're going to really want to change much on how much DGs are given out. You could possibly upgrade the gems, possibly, but adding some other things on top of it would be really nice, because that would actually definitely get players more excited to even go for top 5. Like you said, Riger, top 3 for Masters, that's totally fine. First place in Champions. So...
Okay, yeah, and even push it down into champions.
I'm just saying, first place in champions.
Yeah,
throw them
cool.
a bone, because honestly, why is Champions League? In all essence, those are the top 3 leagues. So you should give them the opportunity, because Champions also does have divine gems. It's when teams that are getting up in the leagues are starting to actually try to get the champions, even if all your players on your team are all castle level 15. You know what I mean? Everybody's castle 15, but it's okay, because if you can get into a good Champions League that the rest of your teammates can thrive in, you can still get divine gems every season. And it's still...
So Drifty Z brings up something I actually meant to mention earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Ranger icon.
Crystalis is a ranger.
Is it actually a ranger?
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't have the sorcerer logo?
Correct.
Which
I hadn't noticed.
That changes the outlook for this new batch of Titans.
So do you think? So does it? You think all No, because not all sorcerers. I was thinking the relationship between the Bakrug, because everybody's thinking, are all the archmages going to have their own animal companions? But maybe
this proves that.
Okay,
no.
I'm thinking I'm going to put this out there real quick, because we've seen this before. Because developers have tested things and then all of a sudden. You see something 6 months later, and you're like, oh yeah, remember when they brought the Bakrug out? Yeah, we have beasts in the game. Well, if and when they come out with Raid Boss with dragons, because I've been calling it forever, and I think they're working on it, but we just will wait and obviously see when eventually it'll drop. Because with no Raid Boss showing up at all, it makes me think that they're truly trying to come out with something that's not going to be just putting a Titan that we have on defense. I think they're going to come out with something like a Raid Boss with dragons, where they say, okay, we checked off the box where the community wants dragons in the game. Okay. We also checked off the box where we don't just have to take a Titan that people have and make them the defender. Oh, and they always have to be rangers, because they need to do a ridiculous amount of ranged attack. No. If you make a dragon, the dragon can have great melee attack, but they'll be slow. But you also can give them nice ranged attack. And you can change them into a bunch of different colors, which means, guess what? Artists don't have to take the time to make anything new. All they have to do is change the color. And each one of those colors are going to be a different element. So just give them the troops that are associated with their element. Make them summon corrupted or summon, or just regular summons Omega troops, I don't really care, just as long as you come out with something real nice for Raid Boss, because that is an event that if you put Raid Boss before a reskilled or a re-release with Prestige retroactive, I will be more inclined to either go a lot farther and or possibly even finish the event, because of the rewards from Raid Boss, getting a 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 2 1s. It's a nice start to the event. Anybody else? What do you think about Raid Boss and all that?
No, I agree. It'd be cool to see
a different type of raid boss. But I'd be just excited to see raid boss come back. Like it's been so long since they've put it out.
Yeah. But yeah. I do think there's new mechanics in the works. As much as they have this new meta for the Archmages, there is going to be another meta after the Archmages. We all know this. Now, is that already been determined? And if it has been, is that why we will get 2 new DG Titans here soon that will be part of that group? Just like Growthern and Nephilinus seem to be part of... Actually, you know what? Wait a second. Why was there an Amber with Nephilinus in it then? If Nephilinus is really part of this Archmage group. Why hasn't anybody brought that up before?
Sorry, what was this one?
Well, the Amber of Nephilinus is, part... All the other Ambers are Dragon Slayer oriented, correct?
Right.
But we have an Amber of Nephilinus in there, correct? So is really Nephilinus and Growthorn considered part of the Archmages? Or are they really considered part of the Dragon Slayers?
I mean, they were in the Dragon Slayer meta,
correct.
But I have a feeling they're going to consider them Archmages.
Well, with the fact that we now have an icon for Ranger for this new Crystalis.
True.
What does that mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, if she was just a sorcerer, like the other Archmage, then I'd say okay.
Yeah, I didn't know they gave her the classic Ranger icon.
So. UI Goku, this Titan currently crushes everything. I have mine at P10 and it only struggles with P10 Necro. Well, there you go.
That's true. It is the only matchup that, you're going to have a hard time with.
At P10 and with the right relics. Because remember, like we've been saying multiple times on the stream, you're not going to be using the relics to come with
if you have a
not
relic
the
setup, you really
3 last
P4
relics.
to P7 this thing.
You may be still using the Mark of Alethan, but when it comes down to the 3 signature relics that they have, yeah. For Goku, it seems to depend on the map. Interesting.
Yeah, and I agree. I think P7 gets just about everything done except for P10 Necro.
I agree.
Now,
I think P7 is the nice sweet spot for this Titan.
Yeah, I went ahead and did P10 just because I wanted Ice Archers.
Oh gosh, these Ice Archers. Well, see, I enjoy using. I actually thought about this because I enjoy Ice Archers just from Vixia, and that's why I'm using her. Actually, I actually prefer, even though she's not max, and I just love capturing that Titan XP. But I just love the Ice Archers. I truly do. I think that's such a cool feature, and again, something that we may see again pop up in the game. Not just Ice Archers alone, but another, like it could be Fire Archers. You know what I mean? That could definitely be a thing. So consider that in the future when it comes down to new or reskilled Titans, because it's easy.
Aren't Fire Archers essentially Grenadiers?
Well, yeah. So that's probably why they haven't given us Fire Archers.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe Poison Archers then. I don't care. We can change it to whatever.
There you go.
Void Archers.
Oh, those could be cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Those could look cool.
And actually...
Purple arrows would be awesome.
Wait, which one's vintage?
Purple.
The Void.
Yeah. Purple Void arrows? Yeah. So, yeah. It'd be neat. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it just seems like, especially archers, when it comes down to them having to work, again, this is air quotes, work hard on serious changes. You know, it comes down to just a change of the color, and all right, and we got to change the color of the arrows when they're flying through the air. Nothing majorly is done here. just spending some time on some color changes. So.
Yeah, because the projectile's already there.
And then make sure
exactly. So all of that stuff is not going to be all brand new.
Type of damage.
Yeah. So I honestly, shocking arrows. Yeah, extinction. Sorry, I didn't even mention that. Yeah, like lightning arrows. It'd be interesting, and it's just because archers just are different than all the other ranged troops, and have been very effective on offensive and defensive titans over the years. So it's just so cool that, like, for instance, you just get 3 here, and they just they roll with you. So
I would be shocked
also
to see lightning archers.
Lightning archers, Artemis, yeah, it would be really cool, and I'm sure that's something that
there was a pun there.
Yes.
Well, it would be an easy way to bring, underutilized troops back to the game. For instance, I realize Tarhoons is awesome, but before Tarhoons
and Ares,
Grenadiers were crap, right? Where Ares gave us a glimpse of what you could do, say, with just fire spearmen or fire militia, some kind of meat shield, fire Goliaths. Whatever, some kind of meat shield that does fire damage, and then you have these grenadiers, raining the pain down.
Yeah, Ares was great.
Yeah.
No problem. Give me the dark side. I look forward to your content. I actually did not get to see your event breakdown yet, so I'm gonna have to catch that.
The intro is epic, dude.
Yeah, I have to catch it. I have to. I'm gonna watch it after the stream. Great. I will. I promise. I will watch it after the stream. The Runeverse. The Runeverse is still by far my favorite. It seems like he keeps on outdoing his previous work, and it's just it's so good. So.
Well, and you'll see what I mean when I responded to Chance with, I like the synergy that he put into it.
Okay, right. Okay. Very nice. How do I know when I'm reskilled enough? I'm sorry. I still think that's the funniest part about that Ruda intro. How do I know when I'm reskilled enough? I don't think Ruda will ever be finished being reskilled. I'm telling you.
Oh, come on. They could still reskill her 4 more times.
I do have to take at least 25% credit for making sure that 4-star Runa happened in the game. Because I must have mentioned it over a few hundred times over, I don't know, a year, maybe more, 2 years, I don't know.
If they keep reskilling Runa, maybe they're going to have to make her a little corrupted.
Corrupted Runa?
She has corrupted vibes.
Oh, no. I just meant...
like Runa corrupted.
Yeah, corrupted Runa.
Oh. Okay. Make her the first 5-star Titan.
Oh my gosh,
that would be nice.
Well, I don't think we mentioned it multiple times over the years that 5-star Titans wouldn't be the greatest idea, just because they just feel like everything 4-star would just become irrelevant completely. And most people,
I definitely understand why you wouldn't.
Now, 5-star relics, Vintage remembers, and plenty of other beta players will remember, and early global players. When 5 stars didn't even exist in the game, period. At all. So, and Divine Gems didn't exist in the game at all. So, it was all about the week-to-week season rewards and grabbing some of the newest Titans and relics in the events. So,
yeah, the Throne Wars brought Divine Gems, which brought 5-star relics, which introduced the long game.
Yes. Agreed.
Take all the 5-star stuff and DGs out of this game, and this becomes a week-to-week game.
Yes, exactly.
Boring.
Yeah.
I like the long game, baby.
Me too. And that's why I consider it, that's why I enjoy the investment of my, the mix play that I do, which is the half investment, because I put in $45 into this event, and most Meta Titans I do. I put in for 3 of the smaller packs because there is a little bit higher value there when compared to the 30. That's just the math, not my opinion. So when it comes down to that, $45, some players will say, well, I just put, the house will say, I slapped the hundo on this one. And I get it, that's a quick finish. But for me, I'm kind of down for the grind as well, as long as I have the time. So.
Yeah, the $14 pack, you get more portal stones.
Exactly.
Because you buy 2 of them for the same price of one of the others. The souls are similar, but you get more portal stones.
And for me,
the souls are
that's
like
better.
a 50 soul, 100 soul difference, but you get an extra 50 portal stones.
Yeah, and for me, it's all about the extra grind factor. So.
Yeah, plus you do more battles, you get more drops. Everything's better about raiding more.
Yep, raid more.
You just got Runa. Very nice, Godlike Panda. We've already had at least 3 to 4 Titan metas of effectively 5-star Titans. For instance, typically, that's a good point, actually, is when we go through these, we always refer to them as the gods initially because they were. It was you had your Norse gods, you had your Greek gods, you had your Egyptian gods. And then things started skewing off a little bit. We just went to the war.
Oh, we had war gods.
We had war gods. True.
The war gods were awesome.
True. But it was, you can just go with, we had war gods, and then we went to dragon slayers, which that's when it was more skewed, I should say. Yeah, and things just went with whatever, just having dragon oriented titans. And then now with the archmages, it's the ranged attackers. But we still have defender and attacker versions of these ranged attackers. So I'm actually very interested to see what the next meta is going to be later this year. Do you think they will actually with normal pattern, okay, will they decide to go with another class, another subclass of a current class, and not create a new one? Because we've mentioned over the last few years that we were expecting a new class, because a new class wouldn't cripple the game; it would just make it so that there would be more relic storage necessary. But besides from that, a new class would just add, a whole bunch of different elemental versions of that same class. But the subclasses of a class makes it so that all the relics for that, all the 5 stars are relevant to them and work.
Right, which is good.
So they kind of found a little bit of a middle ground that they could say, all right, we can still introduce like a new class, but it's going to be inside of something of already pre-existing, which, I'm down. But if they do another one, what would you want it to be? Because right now, currently, it's Rangers. Would they do something like the next meta is going to be all Berserkers? Defending, attacking? Or since Berserkers seem to be such an attacker, do you think they would switch to something like a Champion? Which would be extremely helpful for early players, because Champions are typical... the go-to, along with Rangers. Along with Rangers, that's what I'm saying. Because Rangers and Champions are the 2 Titan classes that early castle players go to. So it almost seems like that the Ranger class that they're using for this current meta falls along that lines, that if you're a newer player, jump on some of these Titans, because you're going to see that they're, really good, because you don't have to worry about much when you have really good ranged Titan.
Well, Rangers, as a newer player, you can usually just get a troop behind the main melee sprawl, I guess, and knock out the defending Ranger.
Also, I also agreed. You don't have to worry about any ranged or melee Titans in that case, and troops. But also, I think having a Ranger, you can also mitigate having to deal with a lot of troop loss. So, as an early player, it can be extremely helpful to not have to just consistently regenerate each and every army every time because you lost everybody.
Yeah, Because you want to conserve your food for doing upgrades, for doing spell upgrades, troop upgrades.
Yeah. So it's very
There's
over
a lot of
again.
stuff to spend on.
Like Vintage was talking about, this is I joined this game and recognized, since it was a castle builder, that since all other castle builders in the past for me have all been long-term playing games. So when I joined this game, I was always looking for the long term, and I knew that over the time, I'm not even done upgrading all my spells. So, and I just knew that over a long period of time, I was going to be able to enjoy this game thoroughly. So, even if you're a newer player now, just strap in for the long term. If that's appealing to you, some players are only in it for the first 6 months, and then they're on to something different. We appreciate you playing, but the long-term player, I truly believe, benefits the most out of a game like this. Spell Slacker, Foranic, let me check. Oh, crap. It finished. Terror finished. Oh, it must have finished earlier today. It's all right. We're going to switch to not freeze. Meteor Strike. Here we go.
Oh, God.
I'll show you why, DOT community.
Wow.
At a certain point, the freeze spell doesn't do anything more except damage on the upgrade. The duration and the radius is maxed, I think, at like 21. So, yeah. Believe it or not, upgrading the damage on Meteor Strike at this point is still more effective than the freeze damage, in my opinion.
Damage on freeze spells.
Yeah. It's effective in assault, but that's only because the troops you're going up against are not buffed, really. So, not like the way somebody buffs their troops when they're doing an actual defense, even on a VP land. I'm far behind.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Foranic, I won't be too bad. A god like Panda, the food, the reason why I have so much food, and that's really not considered a lot, to be honest, to players that have the food or gold glitch, 132 million is actually, I want to say, on maybe the lower scale. But
I have over 500 million of both.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Now,
I'm just shy of 600 mil.
I had the gold glitch. Both of the glitches happened at totally separate times, and it has to completely do with disconnecting and not being able to and playing the game at the same time. One of those times actually happened during a live stream because I lost power at my house, so it kicked me off Wi-Fi while I was streaming. So, and I was battling at the time. But anyway, so I kicked the gold glitch off on purpose. Now, why would I do such a thing? I refresh my lands with my gold. And since I do so, even with the gold glitch, especially with, for instance, the Kingdom Rush and everything else, I pretty much would lose it at some point or another anyway, and I didn't want to have to constantly be concerned about it. At the same time, I wanted to have more than just VP lands around my castle. So having gold lands and VP lands was more appealing, in my opinion. So also at the same time, since I refresh with gold, it gives me something besides, if I'm obviously totally fine with what I'm doing right now, I'll just prefer to hit gold lands just to get more gold, refresh my lands. It gives yourself an actual goal. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But are all your buildings fully upgraded?
Oh, well, that's why I'm doing it. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Once you have all your buildings fully upgraded, your gold is really only used to refresh
lands. So
wait, so how do you get the gold glitch?
Well, to achieve any glitch in the game is a situation of just not glitch in the game, but the gold and food glitch is dealing with if you're playing the game and you get disconnected. That's the only times I've ever gotten it before. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really doing anything special. It's just every now and then it'll glitch out, and it'll allow you to go over your normal cap. If you ever go under that,
then it resets it, and you no longer have the glitch.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you play on a cell phone primarily, like not at your house, for instance, and you're on a cellular signal, you'll just get these little interruptions in your service. And what happens is the game disconnects. You'll get the rewards and so forth. The game will behave like kind of normal. It's just then when your device reconnects, you'll see that your resources are actually higher than your cap.
Okay.
So it's just a circumstance.
And you will not get banned if it happens to you. So, like I said, both times for me, I wasn't trying to make it happen. It did happen. And like I said, I got rid of the gold one when I had it. I prefer to not have it, actually. So,
Dude, I did the same thing when back early on in my YouTube life. I had the gold glitch, and all these people are like, "Are you a hacker?" I got so sick of talking about the stupid gold that I intentionally blew like 40 million gold just to get under the limit again.
Right?
How did you do that?
What's that?
Really? How did you get rid of 40 million gold?
I just bought as many land refreshes as I could every single day. And I would make spells and throw them away. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, that'll burn through gold pretty quick.
Yeah.
I think you're allowed to dump, 3.6? Yeah, you can dump
Kasar
almost 9
Sosa,
million gold a
1.3
day.
billion gold, 900 million food, hashtag grinding. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that 127 million food,
billion.
It'll go up a lot more. But see, I've been fusing a lot of Titans. I'll just throw 2 stars directly into 4 stars. Just because food does not matter whatsoever.
Yeah, food's so irrelevant that I do the same thing. Even like level 50 Titans, I'm still throwing 2 stars into them.
Oh yeah. I don't recommend any player that food. If any castle that's under 25 and that is not maxed on their troops and stuff like that. Any of that, you should definitely be investing as much as possible into the upgrades that you have going on. So, oh look, it's vintage. I just randomly came across your castle.
Yeah, randomly, sure.
I should unbubble for you here.
Yeah, because I'm seeing some of your VP lands are the only ones left. Everybody's scared.
Yeah, nobody wants to touch vintage's VP.
Mm-hmm. So we hear him on live streams, and now on his most recent videos, we don't want to mess with him.
Yeah, everyone saw his, buff picture, and they're like, oh, okay.
Okay, better back off.
Back off, man.
Hope we get to meet someday.
Oh, yeah.
Is it that's the way you, crush perceptions, Because I'm the easygoing, gregarious guy.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And when I'm talking to the rest of my coworkers at work, I'm like, you have no idea. The way I talk on live streams, it's completely different. And they're like, what? I'll let them listen to a live stream or two, and they're like, that's you? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, wow.
You're so nice and family oriented.
No, I'm still. Listen, I had to deal with a customer today. A couple of them, and because of my times of working in retail and being a manager and everything else, I have this entirely different persona that you can completely switch into, and it's yes, ma'am, no, sir, all that kind of stuff. And it's crazy. I can take somebody who is like that real old school, not willing to crack kind of person and just open them right up. And they'll be like, oh, wow. And as soon as you show a couple things that they don't expect, they will instantly open up. And it's like, wow, interesting. It works.
Retail is miserable.
Oh, yeah, it can be. But when it comes down to dealing with, landscape customers, people come outside and all you got to do is just, oh, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And they just walk away with a smile on their face because they feel like you just did them a huge favor and we're just doing our regular job,
Yeah, people that know me only from my videos think I'm super intense and and all that, but that's just because I'm trying to think not only about everything in the game, the stats, where things might be going. It's this huge puzzle that you're trying to put together on the fly while you're recording. That's why I sound very intense.
Right.
Yeah, one of my friends also makes videos too, but they make them about Minecraft, not about Dawn of Titans.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for participating here, Artemis. We do appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I gotta go. So, see you on the next live stream.
All right, Artemis. Have a good one. But yes, I was just going to think, when it comes down to the cruise, I still think it's going to be something that happens. Obviously, we still have a bit of time to wait, but I still think it's something that's still on the horizon. So I'm thinking, hopefully maybe later next year, or like fall of next year time frame. That would be great. Giving people plenty of time, over a year, to save up. I
would love to be a part of that.
And it'd be very cool. I would love to, obviously, depending on where we end up doing this, because it will depend on exactly which direction things go, country-wise. But I would hope to see maybe some international people. That would be very cool, as well as other people from the YouTube circuit. Maybe Aventador will show up. It'll be cool. It would be so cool. It would be so cool. Yuki, it would be cool if Yuki showed up and we actually got a confirmation on who Yuki was. The mystery character. Like, what if it was like a what's it called? Like a mystery where Yuki's on board, but we don't know who Yuki is.
Yeah, but nobody actually knows.
Yeah.
And the mystery of the cruise. Can you pick out who Yuki is?
Yeah, who is Yuki? But it would be funny if there was postings up, like posts on DOT database that would say, "I am here," and giving clues about who Yuki is the entire time.
Yeah, and
awesome.
Speaking of perceptions, DOT database is such a deep mathematical, technical kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I've always thought of Yuki as like the Asian Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh, I thought Yuki was Asian too. I was like, oh man, no, Yuki has to be Asian. Has to be.
With a name like Yuki, that's where my first assumption went to.
But watch, it's probably like some big fat 50-year-old Texan or something.
Right? You never know.
That'd be epic.
I know.
It would never be expected.
What's up, Grisho George? Yuki. Thank you for joining. And Grisho George, it continues to make content for Dawn of Titans. I still watch all your videos, Grisho George. I do enjoy them as well. Yeah, Feranic would be like, can you imagine when Feranic is offered, hey, Feranic, you going to come on the cruise? Pass.
Pass.
Yeah, that's too meta.
That's too meta. Too meta. The cruise. Yeah, pass. My mini might come, though. Also, I think it's funny, too, that I already know what House looks like, but I still think it's funny because I think I'll hear House before I see House. Who thinks they're going to hear House before they see House? I think that's going to be the case.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
Right?
We'll be boarding, and House will be across the ship.
Yeah.
It's like, I know where he is.
I know exactly where House is.
He's going to be wearing mandals.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I think of Asian when I hear Yuki is because I literally had a lady that cut my hair for the better part of a decade. Her name was Yuki, and she was Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Master B says, sounds like to me Russian.
Sounds Russian.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Speaking of haircut, hey, Vintage, in your photo, are you rocking a mullet or something, or is it just lighting?
Yeah, that's my corporate mohawk.
Awesome.
So I don't have it braided in that one.
So wait. So you're corporate in the front, party DOT in the back. Is that what it is?
Yes, totally.
That's awesome.
And I shave it basically bald on the sides, and I'll run braids like on the sides, like high.
No, man, you look good, man. That's freaking sick, dude.
Oh yeah,
that's
thanks.
Congratulations, man. It's hard to do, man.
Well, I mean, it's taken me since the lockdown started with COVID.
Yeah, man. I used to be really fit in mountain biking, and I just got lazy, and now I'm starting over again, and it's so hard, and it's just like, oh,
laziness took over.
It is. Yeah, it's all about what you eat. So,
yeah, man.
I used to be a tremendous athlete, actually. I played 2 sports in college.
Oh, wow.
And,
nice.
And like when I moved to Colorado, I was a voracious mountain biker. I live right by Palmer Park. It was awesome.
Jeez.
So, about 6 years ago, I destroyed my knee. I mean, obliterated it.
Sports or accident?
I was playing basketball.
Oh, man.
And I tore almost everything, and they took a hunk of my meniscus out. I have a cadaver as a tendon in for my ACL. I mean, it was a disaster.
Jeez.
And I'm a big dude, right? I'm 6'5", but I got up to like 270 pounds, which for me is fat.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah.
And got busy with work, all the the travel, the excuses, yada yada. Anyway, we got into the lockdown. I was like, all right, it's time to get it together.
Yep.
But yeah, it's taken me a year. I'm down to I'm walking around now at about 235.
That's nice, man. That's good. No, you look good, man. Congratulations.
People are asking where the picture's at. The picture was posted on, if you have notifications on, like all, you will see it's a post so it should be in your main feed of your YouTube.
Yeah, so if you go to my channel, it's on the community tab.
Right.
Yeah.
You can hit like videos, you can hit playlists, etc. It's on the community tab.
Correct. And you'll see all my past posts, typically mostly Princess Z, but pictures and posts. But you'll see that in my community tab as well, because I do like to do that every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a mullet. I call it the corporate mohawk because I slick it down the middle.
I was thinking it was maybe the lighting, shadow, but I was like, nah, I think he's rocking a sweet mullet.
Yeah. And then, on the weekends and stuff, I'll run the braids. I call them my battle braids.
Nice, man.
Nice.
But when I go to the office, I just slick it down and, it kind of looks semi-professional.
There you go. That's what it is, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I used to mountain bike every weekend, man. I mean, I have Santa Cruz and all these sweet mountain biking spots here, but yeah.
Well, I mean, wife, kids, that stuff,
yeah,
starts to be a priority over, hey, I'm going to take my entire Saturday and go on a mountain bike adventure.
Yep.
I used to climb mountains too, but I mean, hell, I haven't done that in the eons.
Oh, you're doing it. You've been doing it for a while here, Vintage and Dawn of Titans. You've been climbing those mountains, trying to put the Vintage flag in the top and say, "Listen, Dawn of Titans developers, this is what needs to be done."
Yeah.
Now, if we can just get an SPP account.
Right? I'm telling you, it would be so much easier.
That is the flag.
And trust me,
on Everest.
Between attackers and defenders, when we have different either reskills or re-release with the prestige skill change with synergy relics, that kind of thing, or with, even these new 5 stars when they come out, when they give us, because they always give the SPPs all the 5 stars maxed, sometimes not right away, and I get antsy and I just pull with divine gems and then max them myself.
You have all the gems.
Whatever. But if when they eventually give us all those DG relics, you can just start equipping them to whoever you want to. And in all honesty, those kind of tests are so important, so that players truly know what their capabilities can be, used for.
Yeah.
So having more SPPs to either be able to do that or do back and forth live streams. Like, for instance, last night, Godan did his live stream. I wanted to see what the P10 Runa that I was using on defense that people all over the community were not able to defeat except with Gaia. I wanted to see that P10 Runa, moved it over to Godan's stream, and he was able to take care of business. That kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
And he crushed it, don't get me wrong. And in all essence, that should be the case, even though I know Runa's so new and was doing and was like, wow, what a defender. It's the new first meta attacker of this new archmages, so it makes sense. But if Vintage and Aventador and who else was I gonna say? Chef, he's been asking for one as well. If we had a few more test accounts, even Darshigan, he could use one as well. If we had a few more people with test accounts, the ability to interact with streams, to bounce off each other and make videos, all that kind of stuff is all possible. Because again, before these Titans are released, there's nobody else that have them. So what else can you do but help each other out? So
hey, Zohan, so do you know how many people have test accounts?
Yeah. You have myself, Godan, Yuki. Those are the 3 that you see active with videos out currently right now.
Right.
And then you have Soldier, who has made content in the past, but we haven't seen anything for a little while. You also have Boganora, same situation. Zaid Gamer, he also had one as well. Who else? Gaming Jaeger. Gaming Jaeger had one as well. So there's four more that, of course, are inactive and are not actually able to do anything.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, why don't the devs, they can see there's no activity, no disrespect to them, but if they don't want to give out more, can they give one of theirs to Vintage, Aventador, Chef?
Well, if they gave those specific accounts to those, the people that you listed there, Chef, Vintage, and Aventador, they'd be very outdated. They would have to have a serious rehaul. The best case scenario would to be just allow, Aventador. What they do is they'll take your account, they clone it exactly where it's at currently, and you just have another account. Now, they typically ask you to have that account on another device. It is better to have a second device to keep that account on, just because issues with same accounts on same devices, sometimes just weird bugs happen, and you just don't want to deal with that, especially with a test account. That's what I'm saying. Regular account, if you're running a mini and a regular account, if there's a little bug on your mini, you may not be as upset as if somebody who is trying to, show the community and show you what's going on. Yeah. Godan ran into those issues in the past, and I'm don't want to see that happen.
They can. So. Yeah, they can clone their accounts. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, I'm wondering if they have
at the current area, because in all honesty, between a Vintage especially, his account with the all the maxed out relics that he has, and all the different Titans that he has as well. I truly believe that it would be great to just take it from where it's currently at and then just continue to give him everything that rolls out in the future.
Exactly.
It would be...
All they'd have to do is give me a handful of 5 stars and we would literally have everything.
Right? Well, also, too, trust me, they would just give you the DGs that you could just make a video and say, grabbing the rest of my 5 stars.
Well, There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if they have like a licensing thing. Like, okay, we can only give so many.
I don't think so. In all honesty, I don't.
You know how they do with Windows? You have a license.
Oh, I know. But I honestly think that if they just wanted to, they could just straight up deactivate those accounts. I don't even. Okay, I think the sticky note, honestly, that's on the computer that says to give which people the stuff for that week, whoever that person is, test account person, I'll call you, whatever, I don't care. Like calendar person, exactly. The sticky note that's sitting on their computer honestly says to add it to mine, Godan's, and Yuki's. I honestly think that they're not adding the new stuff to all the other 4.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Because there was a point in time. There was a point in time that Bo said he wasn't receiving things, but he also wasn't making content for months. And he's like, I'm not getting the new Titan anymore.
They saw the inactivity and stopped giving stuff to that account?
Correct.
Okay.
I honestly think that's the case. I think there's, like I said, a sticky note that says you add stuff to these 3 accounts, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, they should add Vintage, like I said, Vintage, and Aventador, and Chef.
Vintage. Yeah, Chef.
Yeah. I mean, Chef especially, whether you say, Chef has put in his time with when it comes down to doing a lot of those blog breakdowns and also all of his LifeSpark knowledge. I mean, how many players were very interested in hearing about somebody who is very astute in building and playing with LifeSpark way ahead of time and wanting to teach all the players when they got their LifeSpark what to do with them. So that kind of stuff is very helpful for the community, and at the same time, would like to see the.
I mean, if I had a test account for the last, say 24 hours, I probably could have made I don't know, 3 or 4 videos at minimum, just talking about the various, tactical deployment of, this is what you want to do in this scenario, etc. And also showing them, hey, look at this bug.
Right.
My Cryomancer is targeting a Storm Maiden, hitting it and freezing it, but not doing damage.
Yeah.
And then, that's something they could just, brush up in the code. So.
Yep.
I'll be real honest. The reason why Yuki put out his video, the first attack video, I was on my Discord telling everyone that I was going to check my test account when I got home, and Yuki and Godan were confirming they did have the Crystalis, and all of a sudden I didn't, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go take a shower, and I'll come back and check. And Yuki just posted a video. It was like, now Zalon can shower in peace. And the bug video, it's just because nobody else has the opportunity to point this stuff out right now. So that's what I'm saying. Yuki doesn't create YouTube content for anything more than to just get it out, in all honesty. I've noticed that over the years. So the main reason why Yuki enjoys the test account so much is the ability to get everything at max, so you don't have to worry about, seeing everything on DOT database well ahead of time is one thing, but being able to actually play and see how it all works and what things are working, what things are not, and how everything works is what I truly think Yuki enjoys, and that's why being given a test account for all the hard work that was put into the database, I think is very fitting. But at the same time, the YouTube stuff for Yuki, it's not all about even being super consistent about it. It's just more of, hey, this is what's going on, and nobody else is going to tell you. That's what I see. So.
Yeah.
And getting the developers information before Friday is very important. So, intern that's listening, Make sure this all your notes are properly given into your your bosses promptly. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And here's the comedy of the situation. We get the information anyway. The Discords are full of leaks and so forth.
Yes.
So I don't know if they hold the information back as, let's surprise them at the last minute right before the event. We already know what it is anyway. So just put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're getting scooped anyway. Just put the information out.
We'd rather just know.
All right. 2 more battles. Right. This one and one more. I went a little bit longer than I normally do, but that's, of course, because I have such a good time on my live streams, in all honesty. That's why
That's okay. We're just going to force Churro to come on after you.
That's all right. Churro will probably oblige. But I'm telling you.
Is it me, or are these relics that this new Titan got are kind of meh?
No, they are meh.
They are.
You're right. You're right, Ed. They are. Well, except for Mark of Elysian. That's on the other side, though. That's before the Titan. But
yeah, the Mark is the best relic in the event.
Yeah, I was looking at him. I was like, which one should I love? And I was just like, I don't like them at all.
Yeah.
Save them for later, though, Ed. Don't get rid of them because you never know.
Oh no.
Vintage said, and I agree. You never know. You might find that they come out with some sort of reskilled Poseidon,
right?
And you're like, oh, we need these Omega relics now, So.
Yeah. No, I still got my Poseidon relics. I don't have Poseidon anymore. I fused them away a while back.
Mm-hmm.
But,
these relics come off a lot more defensive than offensive.
Yeah, and you don't know. A Imperial defensive Titan, comes out, 5 months later? Well, guess what? This is the long game, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So, Mark of Elysian wasn't all, was great when it came out, but I think I just knew that and Mark of Mossbane were going to blow up later. Just as well. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be something... I knew it was one of those relics that people will look at and even be saying, oh, you know what? Yeah, I need at least 1 or maybe 2. You never know.
Even though Krotos wasn't great, that mark of the elephant.
Yeah, exactly. So it just, for the future, a lot of times with some relics. And it's okay. Because there's nothing wrong with that. Because some of these solo relics, the solo war that's coming up, whatever this main relic that comes out of this event, it may not seem that relevant, but you never know. If the skills are good, but doesn't seem relevant at the time, it could easily be amazing in the future. Ring of Juice. I can start listing them off right now, but Banner of War.
There was never any doubt about the Ring of Juice. Everyone saw that and was like, that's a must-have.
Which also makes me think that another major relic in the game will be, now I'm just going to say Ron's Abacus, because that was the idea that I came up with myself. But whatever relic comes out for Ron, which again is kind of predicted around the 5th anniversary, but could be sooner, could actually be like in October for Halloween. You never know. But
whenever they get that ready.
Whenever Ron's relic comes out, I truly believe it'll also be another one of those relics where it'll be considered a community relic. And in that sense, it'll also be super OP and be really good. So, and very hard to get maybe even a second copy, if any, or later, a year later.
If possible.
Yeah. Well, because Banner of War and Ring of Juice came around for a second time, they did know that, but they inserted those relics into the proper events.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to make Lifespark and Necrosa events even better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're finally embracing the idea of we don't have to be this stingy with good relics, because ultimately, not only do you have attacking Titans, you have potentially 31 defensive setups you need.
Very nice.
I used to always say, if you want to give me 31 elemental grasps, I will, in fact, level them all and use them all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, one for everyone.
I have 5 of them leveled, and I'm like, I could use another 5 right now.
Yeah, I'm also going to put this out there. If they would like to use Ring of Juice and Banner of War in another reskilled or re-release with prestige changes, retroactive, I want to keep on putting that retroactive in there. Prestige change retroactive. If that's the case, go ahead. It's all right. A 3rd Banner of War, a 3rd Ring of Juice. We're still fine on that.
I think it's appropriate to stick them in these Finish Plus events, not as the top relic, but as the second relic.
Right. The 25K Finish Plus events. The idea of it is great, but use it for the lesser valued 5-star, which at this point for this year would be the first gens. So.
The original. Yeah. So, Vintage, let me ask you, are you fully maxed? You maxed it out already?
Yeah.
Yeah? P10'd or?
Yeah, I P10'd it.
All right, we're doing one more relic. I'm having too good of a time. Let's go.
Have you tested out already?
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Cool. Nice.
So, I think it beats everything except literally a well-built P10 Necromancer.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think it gets everything.
But you still have to have some skill, right? It's not just auto and.
Yes.
And you're using Storm. You're using Stormbringer, correct, Vintage?
Yes, Stormbringer.
Okay. Well, just to put that on there too as well, because some players that may not have it will know it. Like I'm talking Mid-Castle that may not have had the opportunity to grab Stormbringer last time. So.
And what I love about the game lately is I used to watch a ton of boxing when I was growing up. Me and my dad had watched Tuesday night fights. Anyway, the commentators would always say the phrase, styles make fights. And, dude, that is so appropriate with where the game is now because, again, even though, yes, Cryomancer can beat almost everything, I would advise you to tweak your relic selection depending upon what you're attacking.
Yes.
For Rostam, for instance, you can get away with a little less damage because you need more sustain, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Where if you're going up against, like, I don't know, pick one of the Dragon Slayers, like Iangura.
Yeah.
Okay, I did a P10 Iangura today. You can go total, all-out nuclear weapon damage, or like Necrosa, because Necrosa is not going to kill your troops.
Yeah.
So you can just go straight up nuclear, ridiculous damage output and not have to worry about anything. But like Rostam, I would advise you to go a little better recipe. Otherwise, you're just going to die.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up, Free to Play Zeus?
Depending on, again, the matchup, how you deploy your Omegas will matter. If you're going up against a Runa, you better keep an Omega or 2 in your pocket. Otherwise, your Titan is going to get killed.
Right. So what's the max Omegas you get? Was it 9?
For
10.
Titan.
10.
So you're getting 10. Okay. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Real quick, just want to say, Free to Play Zeus also makes wonderful DOT content. Comes up with very good, I would consider, out-of-the-box video ideas because a lot of times he addresses stuff in the game that not everybody always talks about and or goes into more of a deep dive. So I do appreciate what Free to Play Zeus puts out there, as well as his also ability to be free to play. Because he says he's skipping out on Crystalis, still committed to his P10 Mahaha. And there's nothing wrong with that, because he says, I hope I don't regret it too much when you guys come strolling through my garrison. Well, you never know. You never know.
I'm jealous he has Mahaha.
Right? Well, see, that's the thing. It just depends, because I am 3 Titans away from P10. So, that's what his situation is.
I'm bummed they didn't sell Mahaha. They put that stupid pack with
I know, Ed, but you never know. It might
Delphiria.
change. Listen, they're listening to the stream. They're gonna say, "Oh, Ed Laura keeps on talking about this." So
Yeah, put it in, man. Stop.
Mahaha will show up.
Yeah, I'm saying.
That's all I need, baby. I need him.
No problem, free to play Zeus. Like I said,
I want that amber.
anybody who creates content that comes into my channel that deserves recognition will always get it. So.
Yeah, free to play Zeus. That's a wise decision, for a free to play guy.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a P10 Mahaha, again, just like I referred to at the end of my video, that is going to beat a lot of stuff out there. 80%, 90% of the stuff out there you can beat with your Mahaha. You need this Titan? Probably not.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, and again, it all is dependent on your play style and how you prefer to enjoy the game. So.
Definitely.
But, if you're facing nothing but P10 Runas all day, every day, you need this Titan.
Because some players are in more active alliances than not. And depending on your play style, if you prefer to stay at the tip of the meta, there's decisions you have to make on a regular basis on where you want to invest your either free to play, your mixed style, or your full financial investment. So. Yeah, see, free to play Zeus, exactly. I agree, and mentioned earlier as well. But it's great to see Vintage's a comparative analysis. It's really good.
Yeah, it was good.
And I think I mentioned it before too as well. If anything, Vintage, I just hope that if you have any certain weeks that you can dedicate to that, it would be the ones that all the Meta Titans come out for. Just saying,
Yeah, I'll do my best.
I know. Those are the weeks that because when it comes to the free to play players, such as free to play Zeus. The 3 to 4 week, wait is the big decision time. So.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to decide. For instance, whatever the next, call it quote filler Titan is, I'm probably not even going to do anything, or I need to figure out a format where I just, in a nutshell, say, you don't need this thing, and here's the numbers proving why you don't need it, or something like that. I don't know. I'll probably just skip it.
And that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever, because the comparative analysis on that isn't always absolutely necessary. Because
for instance, no one needed me to say, Reese, the Valkyrie is garbage, but you should get the Sverdog Skull.
Right? You know what I mean? Actually, to be honest with you, Vintage, you could actually sum it up in a post, to be honest.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just put a post out. This is what Vintage says.
Now, if Vintage doesn't live stream, man, I'm not. Nah, man. I'm not gonna give you props yet, Vintage. You need to come back full time, man.
Oh, Ed Laura wants the full commitment.
I want the full blast, Vintage, man.
Well, I think if I do live stream, it's going to be just like during the conquest grind and just shooting the Shinola.
Yes. A Vintage conquest streams, well, again, it would be like a once in every 3 to 4 weeks, which isn't too bad either. But Vintage, maybe when you get that satellite internet, you won't have any problems whatsoever.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Right?
That's what's holding you back, huh?
Yeah.
I could just hear you now in your first 5 to 10 minutes of your after you.
If I go down
after you have it set up, you're like, I'm gonna make it past 60 minutes. Thank you, Elon Musk.
Right. Yeah, I think the cell phone tower, when there's like kind of extreme data usage after like 40 minutes, they just say, something's not right here, we're cutting you off.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't complain too much. It's just, I'm basically just hijacking it.
Right? Yeah, it's probably the consistent what's it called? Because you're uploading a lot of data, so it's looking kind of suspicious. That's why. It's not. Honestly, it's not downloading. I mean, when it comes down to live streaming, you're uploading. So.
Yeah.
And the game is very
and that'll be the
oriented.
Titanic difference with Starlink is that I will actually have like legit upload speed.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, because for instance, and just to give an example of all this, and this is how I knew that streaming at my parents' house wouldn't even be possible, is because when I try to upload a video when I'm at my parents' house, over the years that I've attempted this, it takes about like 20 minutes to upload a video, usually. Maybe a little less sometimes, but 20 minutes. When I upload a video here at my house, it takes less than 2.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Big difference.
A big difference.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It just zips right along, and I'm like, okay.
Google Fiber or?
No. It's Verizon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's suburbs, though. It's not like I'm sitting in the city. But it's pretty good around here.
Yeah, free to play Zeus. I'm hoping they tune up Achilles as well. Achilles is fun.
Yes. I'll put it this way. Sitting in the top 100 alliance for the Achilles event, like Vintage, like you said, you're probably going to chill out on some of these upcoming events. But being even in top 100 to just get one in rank rewards isn't going to be bad. Let's just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Just a great grinding Titan.
Right?
Yeah, he really is.
And the requirements to be able to get in top 100 are going to be way less. Let's just look at it that way.
Yeah. You could probably get away with like 2K minimums.
Right, and still get top 100 and get one and go for 3,500 if you want to go for 3 tokens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on reach skills you can get away with really low minimum.
Yeah.
To get the Titan.
And if you can't do 3,500, what is it, like 15? Is it 15 for 2? I don't know. I forget.
It's usually what? 2,000 is usually the 3.
So, like with Achilles, the synergy. So, with the synergy relic, what if they do, it drops, 2 militia, 2 spearmen, 2 archers? What if it also drops corrupted versions?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Or gives you Omega copies of all of them.
Oh, like spell copies? It drops
Dude, that would be sick.
And then gives you spells also? That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Hey, Churro, could you post your channel in the chat? If you're serious about streaming. Just keep...
Yeah, I'd be all about the Omegas. Giving me a pair of Omegas of each troop type. That would shoot Achilles up my ranking. That's for sure.
Right.
Tremendously.
Well, I like
that rough then.
Yeah, I like Achilles, and I definitely plan on actually, if anything, because I have one. I think it's 60 right now. I actually, other than Ares, I am probably going to level up a second Achilles, actually. Eventually. It's not going to be like right away. But I actually enjoy playing with him, 41 and up.
Yeah, I didn't finish leveling mine. I left him at 51.
Mine actually might be sitting at 50. All right, we have one more relic. One more 3-star. That's it, though, because it's 12:41. I really need to get at least 5 hours. I said 6 earlier, 5 hours at least. So
it's 9:41. Oh, wait, I'm in the West Coast.
Yeah, wrong coast.
Yeah.
We hear you, Z.
I got to be up at 5. Well, yeah, basically 5 hours.
Got to be some sort of responsible.
Yeah, I have to. And there's Churro's live. There's Churro's channel. Go ahead and make sure if you haven't, 9:41 early. Yeah, right. If you haven't subscribed to Churro's channel, anybody who live streams or creates any DOT content, you should make sure you're subscribed so you at least get the notifications. For some reason, Godan's notification for me, I only got the one for this third time he attempted a live stream last night. It was a little weird, but I at least was glad.
Yeah, there was something wonky with that, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't just you.
Okay, because all of a sudden I saw Godan was streaming, and I was like, wait a second, he's been streaming for a little while now. So. Christian Woods, sleep is overrated. I do appreciate, I do want to mention this. Donation from Christian Woods, Adam Osman, and Chance tonight. Thank you for donating to the channel. I do use that to spoil Princess Z, of course, and also to make sure that I can invest back into the game, such as the $100 deal that I did today, as well as the investment in the event. So it does make sure that...
Well, you use some of that and pick up a Starbucks on the way to work tomorrow. So
I do pick up a coffee in the morning, most definitely.
All right, gents. I'm gonna go pay some attention to the wife now. So.
All right, Ed.
I got to do the same, Ed.
You guys have a good night, man. Good streams along, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
All right, thank you, Ed. Have a good one.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back.
Yeah, I should at least tuck my wife in.
Yeah. Okay. Totally understandable, Vintage. Thank you for everything, and I'll be back again tomorrow night. I'll be streaming again.
Oh, awesome. I'll be here.
All right, cool.
All right, take care, fellas.
Have a good one.
Later.
Yeah, what I'm hoping for, Ryger, tomorrow, and thank you for staying. I'm gonna run the rest of this relic down and literally have done all 2 stars, all 3 stars of 3 packs. So that's at least done. Nice. We got a nice, good lead on the souls for the event, and I'm not going anywhere this weekend. So I will be around. So besides from my stream tomorrow night, which will hopefully include maybe a Q&A with talking about when the new 5-star relics will come out. Hint, hint. Maybe.
Yeah, we can hope as much as we want.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think they're going to come out semi-soon because they did seem to really want to force this update on people really quick.
Yeah. So maybe a Q&A tomorrow with talking, showing all the relics off officially, and or a announcement that they may show up in the game next week. Right. That's what I'm hoping for. So that'll hopefully have a nice, completely separate conversation that we can discuss and look over with the Q&A tomorrow. That would be nice.
I say once they make those relics official.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to stop by too as well. Free to play Zeus. Sleeper's overrated, Christian Woods. Well,
I agree. Sleep is overrated.
It depends on the type of work that you do. I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
I'm at UPS. What's sleep?
Yeah, right? Closing your eyes, that's overrated.
Nah, we don't do that.
We don't do that. But I do want to thank everybody that joined in the chat, all the people that participated in all sorts of. Well, we asked a few audience participation questions tonight, and I'm glad. I always like to see as much feedback as possible on what is up in the game at the current time. So, and everybody in Discord. Some of those numbers are outrageous. Right? We got some crazy DG numbers as well as.
I didn't think there was that many people sitting at 30k DGs.
Right? Well, there must be watching Godan,
Yeah. I mean, I was on my way there, but I just couldn't resist pulling those golden relics.
Well, and it's fine because what happens is, it seems that whatever 5-star relic is super popular at the time, it's usually more and more Titans keep coming out for that same group, making you be like, oh man, that's just getting more and more like I need to pull one of those, because now there's 2 or 3 Titans out right now that all could benefit from me having one of those 5 stars.
I'm glad I didn't dump all my gems because these new relics look fantastic. So I mean, I saved enough so that I could still do 2 of those pulls as long as they're 7K each.
Well, the good thing is, if anything, I have 11,000 right now. I of course was thinking that maybe, just maybe, I would hold off on pulling anything and see if I can get over 15,000, and then maybe get a DG Titan and just have it from like the get go. Because but the problem is, obviously, I would do the test on the test account first, because I'm not. I mean, where is Zalon gonna go to find out? You know what I mean? Yeah, I have to test on my test account and show it at the same time, because I, of course, want everyone else to know just as much as I know about the current situation on if it's a good investment or not. When I did those tests with Growthorn and Nephilinus, I mean, God. And then they changed it. They changed the stats, literally, and then I tested them again, and they still really weren't all that up to par.
It was never enough.
Yeah.
And then, of course, an entire meta later, they're finally to where they should have been in the first place.
Yeah, and with synergy relics.
Yeah, and it took, 3 or 4 up, like, ghost changes plus a synergy relic.
Yeah.
To get them to where they should have been in the first place.
Also, too, super late in the stream, just to mention this, there's people. I'm going to also mention Ryger specifically, but there's many people that have come from all different types of alliances, castle levels, and join the stream chat and watch in the background. Throw me up on the telly, and
Yep.
I'll tell you.
Up on the big screen.
It's nice because, I mean, Ryger, you know exactly what I mean when I explain that when you start joining on the voice section, you take if your excitement and your enjoyment of live streams for Dawn of Titans that you enjoy either being in the chat or just watching up on the TV, it's actually taken to the next level when you join voice and actually can interact, live. Because chat still has a bit of a delay, no matter what. So
it's about a 30-second delay.
Or if you're on Churro's stream, there's like a 5-minute delay because he sometimes doesn't read chat. But anyway, it's all right. I miss chat too, though, sometimes, especially during major live streams and things are flying by. I don't always read everything, and it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's just
I enjoy being on it just because it's more of a way to just hang out with people while gaming.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like, for instance, Ryger, do you usually grind the events while you're on Discord?
Oh yeah, I'm still grinding this event while chilling.
Okay, and that's cool. I heavily recommended if you do want to take yourself to the next level. You're on 2 different devices, correct?
I am.
Yeah. Best to have 2 devices.
Discord running on the phone, your YouTube on the TV, and my game running on another phone.
And that's the way I do it as well. I do the exact same thing. Like when Godan was live last night, I had Discord on my tablet, like I am right now with Ryger. I had the game running on my phone, so I was able to run Assault. And I had Godan on the TV, so I could see exactly what he was doing at the time. Because it was more. I normally would have chat up as well, but I was more interested in seeing the results of what his tests were.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wanted to see what that test Titan was going to be able to do.
Mm-hmm. To be honest with you,
I was very impressed with how much he was able to do with just a
battle videos. Battle videos are, again, another reason why people that create battle videos aren't really required to be able to speak. They can either put type on the screen, and just spell check it. All right. Anyway, if you've watched enough Dawn of Titans YouTube videos, you know people that type that don't speak but type on the screen a lot of times don't spell check. Anyway, besides from that though, when you do battle videos, it's all about watching the video. But all those test account videos, all that kind of stuff, it's all about watching to see if the proper skills are working properly, if you're seeing the desired results from the attacker or the defender that is in question, So it's a lot of fun, and if you haven't checked any of the test streams out and you're new to the channel, and this is the first, because I constantly see my sub count go up 1, go down 2, go up 3, go down 2, there's definitely new people to the channel on a regular basis. I know that. So, if you haven't checked out some of the, and you're super hardcore into the game, and you're listening to the very last bit of the stream because you're hardcore, and you haven't checked out any of the test account videos, they're interesting. It's a lot of fun to be able to see how things all react.
And just watching everyone try and bubbles along.
Oh well, yeah, especially in the defensive ones, yeah.
Never seen a castle more on fire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Austin has a point. A lot of the people that are on, you wouldn't get a chance to talk.
Yeah, Austin Bird, it can be a bit rough.
But of course, that's why you have your roundtable thing for like the really.
Oh well, yeah. You know what? I didn't do one for the last update. I didn't do one because it was in such controversy, and there was not enough people with it, and it was never really confirmed. And there was 2 different types of updates. People were on this one, people were on that one. I didn't really like that.
It wasn't
I didn't feel
all.
like it was fair to do a roundtable because it was just smearing in the people's faces that didn't have it. That hey, you don't have it.
I know I'm one. Every time they do any.
Oh, I got dropped. Hold on.
.41 update until like this yesterday morning.
Sorry, we lost you there for a second, Ryger. What were you saying?
I was saying, like, I know I'm one of like the last people to get all the updates that they do. Like on Android, I figured I'd be at least a little earlier, but my updates don't come through until after iOS gets theirs.
Ah.
So like even this last 1.41 update, I didn't have it till like the day before the event.
I see. Well, sometimes that happens to me, and sometimes I get the update a little bit sooner. It just depends. On the test account, it seems like I get the update fairly quickly. On my main account, there's been times where that's lagged behind. So, even though they're both Android. Quick note, 4,500, if you're not doing this event, is just past the 4,000 mark. 4,500 is another epic token. In these events where we're getting 2 epic tokens, these are the events that, obviously, if you are going all the way, you benefit heavily, because this is where you start banking up these epic tokens again for, guess what? Altar of Abundance. If you had good luck this last time, you'll be more than happy to save them up again. If you did not have good luck this last time, guess what? Not every time that you save up tokens and do your pools will they be horrible. Just saying. I know I've had bad times at the altar. It is true. Go back. You will see bad videos of. You will see good videos of bad pools. Sorry, I want to say that.
You will see bad videos.
Yes. So no, good videos, but of bad pools. But anyway, that's just what I just want to make a quick note of that as well. So, epic tokens that are in those lower ranges in some of these events. Not every event is that's going to be the case, but grab them if you can. The more epic tokens especially. Titan tokens are great, but they're not going to be guaranteed 4 stars, even though some relics and Titans in there. Titans, everybody considered as prestige food for the most part. But the relics, say you had 3 or 4 epic tokens and you got relics for all of them. So some players see that as horrible. But anyway, all right, DOT community.
No, the altars are great.
I am at 10,400, which is awesome. Being the fact that I don't know, we're just a little like 3K, 2,500 shy of being halfway. So pretty good start. I will be back again tomorrow night. Probably around, hopefully 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Val. I do appreciate it. That's very sweet of you here at the very end of the stream. I will talk to you all again very soon. Have a good one.